On the Melbourne cricket ground, second round of 1986, umpire Ian Robinson holding the ball aloft to start the game here. It's Melbourne and St Kilda. His co-umpire being Rowan Saws. Big Jones got up, got the first tap for St Kilda, picked up now and hurriedly booted away by Batterson, but a missed kick comes across toward Cronin. He's being held, and the free kick will go to Cronin of St Kilda, sitting in the centre square. He's looking up toward the half-forward zone where St Kilda have manned up.
Long kick from Cronin, right up towards centre half foot. Backup players went in the back, said the umpire. And Brian Wilson, the advantage is being played there as we see Nigel Cole get it down towards Frawley for St Kilda. Hand pass from Gamble, comes out to Frawley. This is good football by the Saints. Frawley right up the centre of the ground, up the side of the boot. Oh boy, didn't go hard enough at that one as we see the ball by Regala right out towards centre wing where the mark has been taken for the Saints there. On centre wing. It's taken away again as the kick comes right down towards half forward. Oh gee, over the back. It's taken away. Here's a chance for the Saints as we see Burns into the open goal. Oh, he should have kicked it on the left. He had it smothered. And the Demons bring it away out of defence. A chance for Barker. Oh, he's grabbed high and Trevor Barker will take this free kick in the forward pocket.
Peter, I noticed Machini calling for aid. The runners have gone out to him now. I think he's injured his right shoulder. But he was calling for assistance from the training staff, and they're treating him now. Now he's got tangled up in a bit of a barney about 25, 30 metres out from goal. It's Fashini and having a bit of a wrestling match. The umpire coming in to do the refereeing. It's about 35, 40 metres out from goal where the action's taking place. Big Wow Jones has gone in to try and straighten things out. So temper's a bit flared here in the first term. Umpire Ian Robinson having a few words to say to the players in question. And I think things have been sorted out. Lyon was the fellow from Melbourne involved. Let's get back to the shot for goal. Could be the first score of the game.
Trevor Barker selected at centre half forward. There's a drop punt across the face, and did that hit the behind post? Yes. It did on the full, and of course that is out of bounds. Peter Moore, no one on the mark. That's poor defensive play by the Saints as Moore runs around his opponent on that occasion in Gotch. Now it's a chance for Nigel Collins. He brings it with a long kick up towards Cox, who was interfered with. Oh, gee. Should have got a free kick, but here we see Banniston coming away. They've got the loose man out wide in Wilson. The bounce favours Wilson, does it? Yes, he's got it. Still got it. Oh, boy. In they go after it. McConville is there, number 12. The ex-Carlton player. Greg Burns is there on the bottom of the pack also. The bounce will take place on Melbourne's half-forward flank.
Well, gee, the breeze is hard to work out here. On the MCG scoreboard, the flags are standing right off the mastheads and blowing toward the northern end or left of screen, but I don't know whether there's any advantage there. Could have been a free kick on this occasion to Gotch, but a hand pass comes out, taken by Wilson. He goes toward goal, and he kicks the first goal of the game, kicked by Melbourne's Brian Wilson. So Melbourne leads St Kilda, 1 goal, St Kilda yet to score.
Yes, a lovely goal there to Brian Wilson. I wouldn't be surprised if Brian Wilson was in for a big day today, Jack, because we saw Melbourne defeat Richmond last week, and he was surprisingly in that 36 degrees heat. He was very, very quiet, and I know he wasn't too happy with his own performances. We see light rain falling here at the MCG with the bounce of the ball. 1 goal, Melbourne, St Kilda yet to score.
Yes, talking about Melbourne's temperatures last week of 36 degrees. It's only 14 degrees today, so there's a big turnabout. Narpa with the ball for St Kilda, going in toward the full forward position. Rain pelting down now at the MCG, with being driven by the wind. This ball is forced out of bounds, and the breeze, if you can go by the rain, Pete, is being forced right to left of screen, and it's just about coming in horizontally because there's a big breeze behind the rainstorm that's hitting the MCG at present.
And spectators are scattering everywhere, Jack. It's a fairly heavy shower coming down at the moment. We see Wow Jones get it down to the ground, or Bailey gets it out to Regala. Regala looking for Nigel Cole, who's a greatly improved player. I saw him in the reserves a couple of years ago with Geelong. I didn't really think he'd make it, but he really has improved, and that's full credit to Nigel Cole.
I know it's a very heavy strapping on the right shoulder of Fashini too. You can just see him in the shot there. He's going in after the ball now. Now he's waiting for the ball to come to him. It's picked up here by Cronin, left foot shot toward goal, and it's through for 1 behind only. So St Kilda's first score of the game. St Kilda 1 behind. Melbourne 1 goal for 6 points. That goal being kicked by Brian Wilson. The man on the screen There's Cronin and Phil Cronin kicking that one behind for St Kilda. From the kick in, it's a chance for Burns. No, that ball was being held up. The mark has been taken by Stretch of Melbourne. And Breeze did hold that ball up, Peter, so it might be favouring St Kilda's end.
Well, there it is towards the centre of the ground. Russell Richards, Rhino as they call him, looking out for Zantuck. Good shepherding there, but it's taken away for the Saints and brought right down. That number 21, you saw there was David Whitty getting it down to Grant. Grant has marked at centre-half forward. Now he's certainly within kicking distance. Young David Whitty's done a couple of nice things so far early in the game. We've only been playing 5.5 minutes with Melbourne in front, 1 goal to 1 point. Let's see what David Grant can do. He's playing at full forward as he goes for the long drop punt. It swings. Did it swing enough? Yes, it's a goal to the Saints. Kicked by Grant.
St Kilda on your scoreboard showing 1-1, 7 points, have now got ahead of Melbourne by 1 solitary point. Melbourne 1 goal. Only a few moments gone, 6 minutes to be exact in the first term here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. A great contrast from last Saturday's heats, as I told you before. So the players I think will appreciate today's weather more so than last week's, Pete.
So they will, even though conditions today aren't all that crash hot with that very, very strong wind. There's Wilson in the centre, gets out a hand pass to Batterston, who ducks the head, but he's still got the free kick as he was grabbed high.
Well, this ball should hang up. Now, if Batterston kicks it high, the Breeze will hold it up. He tried to put it into the forward pocket looking for a forward. Now the Breeze did hold it up too. And the man in front is Whitty. We spoke of Whitty before. He's taken this mark as his 3rd possession, Pete, in my book.
Yep, it is.
Whitty with the ball going toward the half-forward zone where Moore was waiting at the back of... Didn't quite get there though. And the hand pass coming back, and we see Barker with the ball going into the half-forward zone or across the half-forward zone toward Burns. Burns hooked it out, couldn't regain it though. Picked up by Cole. Cole of Melbourne going up to Fidge. Fidge with the ball near the boundary line, can't control it, and out of bounds.
Well, we mentioned David Whitty, number 21. He made a terrific debut last week, apparently, against Footscray, and that's no mean effort in your first game out at the Western Oval. There's Peter Moore coming over the back. It's grabbed by McConville. He brings it down towards half forward. Regalo tries to knock it away. In there, and Wilson is in everything at the moment. Does a little side kick to Nigel Cole. He gets it. Hand pass, gets it to his teammate there in Grinter. Grinter brings it to the centre of the ground. Teddy Fidge, who was the hero for Melbourne last week against Richmond. I definitely think the Breeze is favouring the end that St Kilda is kicking to. They're finding it hard work to get it up there. Oh, gee, although that one, wobbly old one up towards half forward. Nearly a good mark to Gamble, the ex-Paxton BFA man. Players go in there. That's holding the ball, said the umpire against St Kilda. And Batterston will take this one at centre-half forward. Now, a 1-out duel down at full forward. He should kick it now while he's got just a Turner down there to do the marking work. Now there's 2 down there as Cox has gone down to lend a hand for Melbourne. Let's see what Batterston does with this. He goes for a wobbly old punt kick. Cox is wrestling. Over the back is Cunningham, and Cunningham knocks it through for a behind to Melbourne. So the scores are dead set level at the 8-minute mark of the first quarter. 1 goal, 1 apiece.
Gary Hodges with the ball from full back. Should go straight down the ground. I see no reason for going out wide, but he's looking for Big Wow Jones. He was spoilt by Moore. The ball on the turf. Whitty once again with the ball in front of him. Just quite couldn't control that one. Good backing up by Jones. Kicking down to the half-forward zone now. Another chance for St Kilda. A hand pass comes back to the half-forward line. On this line we see Bradley Gotch hand passing the ball away, recovers very well, picks the ball up now, looking for somewhere to go, hasn't got much support, he can only see one man, and that man he finds is Cronin. Umpire Rowan Shaw's went down. It's Cronin with the ball going short, not a good pass, a very poor pass as a matter of fact, tried to get the ball into the scoring zone. It's been picked up and kicked very high. Not a good kick by Manning. It's coming to the ground now. And at the back it's been picked up by Melbourne's defender in Bailey, who finds a teammate out there in Stretch. Stretch of Melbourne across the half-back line. Bringing it up towards the half-forward zone. Now a funny-looking kick intercepted well. And it's another chance at like Hodges.
Yes, there was Gary Hodges over to Cronin. Oh, gee, it comes out to the tough Burns. Burns hooks it hard and high. Up towards the goals. It floats. It's a mark.
In the back.
Or was it a push out?
In the back.
Yes, the umpire, Jack, you called it. It was a push out in the back. And Alan Johnson takes this free kick right in the last line of defence.
Good umpiring by Rowan Saws. He positioned himself beautifully there and saw Brad Gotch get into the back of the opposition. Brett Bailey gets a hand pass out. It's been taken by Grinter, who brings it up to the half-forward zone. There's a chance now for Alfred Stone, is it? He's got the ball in front of him. A hand pass away, the ball out of bounds. We'll see a throw-in taking place in a position on the members' side about half-forward flank for Melbourne.
I think these two sides, on paper anyway, Jack, look very, very evenly matched.
Yeah, I think so too, Peter. Much the same as last week. Grinter, his hand pass intercepted. Batterston taps it out, taken by Moore. Moore shoots it up high, looking for a teammate. Can he find one? At this stage, no. Yes, he's got Pidge. Pidge left foot shot. He had plenty of time. He really could have done a lot more with that ball. He's gone for a left foot snap for about 35 metres out and popped it through for only one behind.
I think you're right, Jack. He certainly panicked there because he could have run right in, had 4 or 5 bounces. He probably didn't realise that. Maybe there wasn't enough talk, as we see number 12 on your screen. He looks smaller in a St Kilda Guernsey. McConville up towards Frawley. Frawley can't take the mark. Dives on top of the ball. It's knocked away towards Batterston. Oh, this is charging through his Gamble. Gets it across further afield. Oh, gee, got flattened, the St Kilda player.
No free kick,
as it goes down the ground. I thought that would have been a free kick. Over it goes to Gary Lyon. Lyon, he's still down. We'll pick him up in a moment. On the left foot, it comes up towards Cox. It's knocked out of the way. It's grabbed by Alphonston. Alphonston gets it away and brings it right down towards half-forward, where a nice mark has been taken by Danny Hughes.
Hughes coming in towards the centre of the ground, looking for Wilson, but the kick dropped short. Doesn't quite make it, and taken by Greg Burns. The lead is by the St Kilda forward, but Burns kicks straight to Peter Moore. Barker does the tackling, but the umpire will award a 15-metre penalty to Moore.
It played the advantage.
He's paid the advantage now, and they're playing on, but the Melbourne haven't really got out of it yet. Looking for a free kick down there on the boundary line was Grinter, but the umpire said bring the ball back. By the boundary umpire. So scoreboard showing 8 points, playing 7 points in Melbourne's favour as we approach the 12-minute mark of the first term. Cunningham's hand pass, not a good one. Put Burns under pressure. Back to Cunningham it comes. He's under pressure also. That was nearly a throw. Looking for Cronin. Cronin should have been given that by Gotch. Gotch goes for the short pass in toward the half-forward zone, and a good pass is found Kink. Here's Renee Kink.
Good mark too by Renee Kink.
He's got quite a few Guernseys now. Renee Kink.
I say he looks completely different in a St Kilda Guernsey, but a good mark. Well played, Bradley Gotch, to centre the ball to centre half forward. Kink ducked back and took a strong mark in front of the pack. Now he's normally a great kick, Renee Kink, as he stabs it. This one is very, very close. I think he might have just missed. He has, and it goes through for a point. So St Kilda move on to 1-2. They're level with Melbourne, 1-2, and we've been playing almost 13 minutes into this first quarter.
From the full-back position, the ball was delivered. That could have been a free kick or a penalty applied here against Manning, but the umpire said no, and the man with the ball is Darryl Burke of Melbourne.
Zantuck is limping off the ground, which is bad news, and coming on is young Tony Campbell. I think it's his first game for Melbourne, Jack.
Well, I looked at 2 lists this morning looking for his number and couldn't find it, so it'd have to be his first game, Peter. Tony Campbell coming on. Zantuck may have done a hamstring.
Holding his thigh. Let's hope it's not a hamstring. That's a couple of weeks' job.
Looks like it could be. In went Narkle to try and hook that ball out. The umpire's whistle has sounded, and I think he's going to have a bounce there, about half forward for St Kilda. The umpires today, as I've told you, good mark, Ian Robinson, and the other umpire is Rowan Saws. This is Ian Robinson in possession now, only momentarily. He's put it down for the players to have a go at. Well, Jones sort of hooked it out, it's out of bounds.
Well, good coaching by John Northey. I've just been watching young Darryl Burke, number 23. He is going everywhere Fashini's going, and of course Fashini kicked 7 goals last week against Footscray. So there's a free kick in the ruck, Jules. Peter Moore doing well early in this game, and how many possessions is that, Andrew? He's 4 possessions, in fact, and well, he's a good player. We know that as he gets it up towards half-forward. Oh, good punch away. Renee Kink goes in after it. He's got it. Beautifully done. Kink onto the left foot. He centres the ball. Oh, not a good kick. Hughes was grabbing. He didn't have the football. Play on, said the umpire. Gary Lyon, you're caught too high. Oh, lots of fortune there, Jack.
Yes, very lucky to get away with that. The arm slid up to his neck, so he picked up the free kick. It would have been holding the ball. Wilson up high. Can't outmark Woody, though. And Woody will be paid this mark.
He's a good player.
He's looking good. Good kick. A lot of length in it. Barker at the back. Oh, good mark to the man in front. So that was a very good piece of work there. I thought Barker would have spoiled Grant then, but he didn't. And I thought they were going to fly against each other, Pete.
Well, good play by Barker because he could have taken that mark, but he deliberately didn't fly against his teammate. Grant has already kicked 1 goal for the Saints.
Yes, the only one they've kicked.
Well, he's only 25 metres out. He should score this one as he stabs at it. The goal umpire doesn't move. It's a goal. Second goal to Grant. And the Saints move in front. 2 goals to 14 to Melbourne, 1 goal to 8.
Well, gee, I look at these young St Kilda players. I know Melbourne aren't an old side, but look at these young St Kilda players and, gee, they're just out of nappies by the look of them. He's not very old. Young Grant, does he?
Well, Grant...
They're all baby faces to me, though, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, say that again, Jack. But David Grant came with a big reputation to St Kilda, and, well, maybe this is the year he's really going to live up to it as we see more. Beaten for that one by Wow Jones. Over to Cunningham. The Saints looking all right, but I do think they're favoured by the breeze. Out wide it goes to Manning. Manning cleverly dummies around Nigel Cole. Straightens up on the left foot. Oh, what a beautiful lead and a great pass. And David Grant has marked again 30 metres out. He's a bit too quick and nippy for big Joe Regala.
Well, I must say, well done to Andrew Manning. He played that very, very coolly with all the experience of a veteran. He balked nicely, came back to shot that beautiful pass in. And here's a chance now for young David Grant to kick his 3rd goal. He's kicked it all right. Gee, the young Saints are looking good on Seven's big lead.
Well, against Footscray, Graham Jelly thought the Saints wasted the first quarter with the breeze, but they're certainly making the most of it today.
Well, certainly one fella is, Peter.
Well, I think that was magnificent play there by Manning because he could have blazed away, but I'm a great believer, as you know, Jack, that if you've got the ball on your forward line, you use the damn thing, and that was terrific to see Manning, a little chip pass and made a certainty of the goal.
Yes, I give every credit to Manning for doing what he did there. So back at the centre now, with St Kilda leading 3-2-20 to Melbourne's 1-2-8. The ball put down again. Big Jones tried for a big fist, didn't quite get as much length as he'd like. That was Campbell tapping the ball out, taken by a fellow who played so well last week, Johnson from Melbourne. Come back into the pack. Johnson once again getting the boot to it. Up over the head of Fidge. It comes down to McConville. McConville's long hand pass, a good one, 2 to Rogers. Back to McConville. St Kilda teaming well. Down toward Mangy again. Might have been a bit of a nudge out, but the umpire calls play on and the ball over the boundary. Oh no, it's still in play. Very close to the boundary line. It gets a hand pass out, and Cole shot it out of bounds. The umpire said a boundary throw-in.
Yes, good play by Nigel Cole. He was in a lot of trouble there and headed for the boundary line. The Saints supporters were screaming for a free kick for deliberate, as we see Moore all beaten by Jones. Brian Wilson a long way from the centre of the ground, goes for the short kick. This is dangerous across the face of goal. Oh, Cunningham's caught. Did he have the ball? Yes, said the umpire. Denny Hughes plays on, gets rid of it. Behind the play, a bit of a wrestle going on between Cunningham and Hughes. It's on centre wing. This is by number 14 for Melbourne in Grinter. Got it to half-forward. It's grabbed by McConville, who's doing well early on the left foot. Oh, strong play. Good play. Greg Burns out wide to Alphonston. Alphonston punches it on, then is dumped. He'll have to get a free kick for holding the man.
Well, I don't know whether that was good or bad play by Newport. He knew that Alphonston would have gone, so he tackled him and dragged him down.
Professional free kick. I think it was probably good play, Jack.
Yes, I think so. He brought the ball back, so St Kilda didn't get a run on. The kick from Elphinstone goes up toward the half-forward zone, appealing for the free kick. Out there was Narkle, but the umpire said not on.
Grant very, very nearly took a very good mark there and could have beat his 4th goal on the board, but he's creating big problems down there for the Melbourne defence.
I think Wow Jones got it down. There's a chance now. Newport's kick a bad one over the boundary line on the full. So this is a free kick. Cunningham coming in to take. I don't think it'll be his free kick though. I think it'll go to young little Bradley Gotch. Looks like Gotch down there. He hasn't turned around. Yes, this is Brad Gotch. So I've seen Jeff Cunningham having shots for goal before, and I think he'd rather have Gotch take the kick anyhow. Gotch will be looking for a short pass, I would think. Yes, it's on again. Jones, no spoil. Good roving by Hughes, picking up the crumb. Should have been let go out of bounds. It could have been a free kick against Manning. Yes, it is. Yeah. Into the back, and the free kick will be played Melbourne's way. It's a bad tackle, and Batterson will take the free kick. So Adrian Batterson They're getting to the 19, just over the 19.5-minute mark of the first quarter, with Batterston defending for Melbourne from the back pocket. Up toward Wilson, who takes the mark. Would have liked to have played on. The umpire will give 15 metres against St Kilda now. Greg Burns being the fellow who's really torn the jumper off Wilson. He could have reversed it.
Now, I don't agree with that.
Now, he could have reversed that.
I thought he was going to, and I thought that Burns was asking for it.
Yeah.
But you're right. I thought for a moment he was going to, the way he was pointing, as we see Nigel Cole bringing it up towards half forward. Up they go, over the back of the pack. Number 22 you see there for St Kilda is John Peter Budge, a young 17-year-old, up towards Alphonston, kicked off the ground, not in danger, said the umpire. Hand pass comes out wide to Stretch. That was from his teammate there in Grinter. Up towards the pocket it goes. Here's Teddy Fidge with a chance. He hooks it high. Who's there? Darryl Burke and Fascini. Over the back is Odgers. Odgers heads for the boundary line, off his boot, and the throw-in will take place in Melbourne's forward pocket.
Pete, that ball went all over the place when it got up high. It was twisting and turning everywhere. Bit of wrestling going on there. McConville doing quite well for St Kilda. Got a hand pass out. Not a very clean one by Gamble. There's a chance for Melbourne. It's a shot at goal by Richards. It's on target. No, it's not. It's off target. Only one behind. So Melbourne, after 4 shots for goal, will now... Sorry, it's 3 shots for goal. For 1 goal to 8 points. St Kilda 3 goals to 20 points. And from the full-back position, St Kilda will try and get the ball straight down the ground.
There's the kick from Cronin. Kink. A hand pass to Wow Jones. McConville. 2 ex-Carlton players combining. There's a long hand pass coming to Burns. Out the kick. He's couldn't quite get to it. There's a hard tackle. Then goes Wilson, who's in everything at the moment. I thought he was in for a good day, Wilson, as he brings it out wide to Alan Johnson, who was a star last week, has been quiet today. Oh, good skills, Johnson. Beautiful skills. Left foot and a great kick. A beautiful hook back as he found Teddy Fitch. I think he's too far out, Jack.
With this breeze in front of him, Peter, I would say yes. I'd be surprised if he made the distance. If he does make the distance, it's going to be a fantastic kick, because he'll be about 45 metres out into the breeze.
I think he should be moving it quickly too.
Yeah, well, I don't know whether they can feel the breeze down there as we see it, if that makes sense. It will hold up. Oh, the torpedo punt works though. Oh gee, I'm a good judge. It's a goal. Teddy Fidge puts it through for a goal that I didn't believe he could kick from there. So Melbourne 2-3-15, St Kilda 3-2-20. You're on Seven's big lead.
Well, I agree with you. I thought he was taking far too long, Teddy Fidge, to get it down there, but I didn't realise he was going for a torpedo punt. I knew a drop punt would make the distance, but he knew what he was doing, and full marks. A beautiful kick by Fidge, but top play by Alan Johnson.
At the centre bounce once again. Jones beaten on that occasion by the big fella number 41 in Turner. The ball on St Kilda's half-forward zone. Hand pass comes out. There's a chance for Stephen Stretch of Melbourne, looking for somewhere to go. Puts it up fairly high. One for Fidge, he thought, but didn't quite carry that far. And the mark has been taken in defence by Odgers of St Kilda, doing quite well. His hand pass finds Elphinstone, who finds Burns, who will give it away, I would think. No, he's going to have the kick instead of hand passing on. He's kicked downfield and taken by Bailey of Melbourne. I thought he would have hand passed to his teammate going through, but he didn't. Yes, it was a poor kick as the pass from Bailey finds Johnson starting to come into it. A beautiful kick. Up to Moore. Oh, he's marked it. Beautiful use of the body. I think Odgers is claiming he was hipped out, or was it McConville, I think? Oh, no, it was Odgers, I think, claiming that he was hipped out, but Moore stood his ground and took a strong mark. Yeah, he blocked McConville from coming in. Odgers was under the ball. The ball was floating around and Moore was too tall. And he blocked McConville. Moore dead in front of goal, only 25 to 30 metres out. It's through, I say. So Melbourne coming good. Melbourne now 3 goals, 3-21, a leading St Kilda. 3 goals to 20. We're 24 minutes exactly into the first term on Seven's big lead. Well, let's hope we're in for another exciting one, Jack. Yes, I hope so. Pretty even so far. Yeah, I was just beginning to think, though, that St Kilda were doing well until Melbourne got those last couple of goals very quickly. And I don't think they've taken full advantage of the breeze. I think it is favouring them. But at the MCG, it's very hard to tell. Well, as the first quarter shows both ends. It shows you that 3 goals apiece in the first term. I don't know how many years we've been coming here and we keep thinking there's a breeze favouring one end, but sure enough, they score both ends, as we see Batterston. He's doing well on the left foot. Ted Fidge from behind. Oh, nearly took the mark. Johnson goes in after.
Packer players. Now it's Fidge. Melbourne looking good. Over to Batterston. Batterston sprints in on the left foot. He stabs. It's a goal for Melbourne, and the Demons are starting to really fire. Melbourne, 4 goals, 3. Leads St Kilda, 3-2.
Well, you were saying before that Wilson didn't do much last week, which I'd have to agree with, and I think I said in last week's call that Batterston wasn't doing very much. Now he's starting to come into the game too, so it might be bad news. Batterston's had 7 possessions thus far. It might be bad news for St Kilda if these two get their game going, because they're two very accomplished players. And Melbourne are in front at this stage by 7 points. Melbourne 4-3, St Kilda 3-2.
And Wilson's also had 7 possessions, Jack. So you can see those two, gee, do they make a difference round the packs as we see Wow Jones gets it down. Now,
Whitty?
Yeah, it is Whitty again up towards the half-forward line. Narkle's there. It's a free kick going Melbourne's way for too high, and I'll go to Brett Bailey, who's got a ton of guts.
That wasn't Whitty. I confused him with Manning. I've never seen these two play before. That was Manning on that occasion.
Right. They do look very alike as the ball is brought towards centre wing where Newport drops the mark. It's grabbed by Batterston. Over to Stretch. Stretch on the right foot. Hooks it back. Looking up there for Ted Fidge. Was he in the back of his opponent? He was, said the umpire. And no, the advantage is being played as the kick comes down towards centre wing. That was Whitty on that occasion, I feel. No, it was Hodges, in fact. Gee, some of these... he kicked beautifully on the left foot then, Hodges. We see him grab it again. Hooks it back. Knocked out wide by Manning. It's grabbed by Alan Johnson, who's starting to really get into the game. Beautiful place kick. Oh, Russell Richards has dropped the sitter. Beautiful hand pass to Wilson. Wilson. Oh, he's fiddling around. He's caught. That was a bad decision by the umpire.
Well, I didn't think so.
He got rid of the handball, Jack. He punched it away.
I thought it was bad play by Wilson.
I agree,
it
was
too long.
I thought he punched it away.
Anyhow, Gamble has the ball now for St Kilda, taking a couple of bounces. Bring it through the half-back line, looking for a teammate. The kick wasn't a good one. A drop, picked up by Cole. Nearly a throw for mine. The umpire said a boundary throw in instead.
Brian Wilson, he just at times tends to leerise, doesn't he?
He should have had a shot. Yes,
well, he could have had a shot for goal even on the left foot.
But he should have hand passed it. Turner and Melbourne doing the ruck work. That could have been Bailey going down there, being ball held to him. The umpire has indicated, so we'll see a bounce taking place. The position is centre wing on the outer side, so it's in neutral territory. Melbourne 27 to St Kilda's 20. They lead by 7 points and 27 and a quarter minutes into the first term.
Centre wing. Oh, Burns got unloaded. It's grabbed by Batterston again. Up to Wow. Wow Jones, he's got it. Long hand pass. Oh, gee, it's intercepted though there by Grinter. Up towards half forward. Frawley's got it. From full back, he kicks it out wide. He's got a loose man out there too. And this is Manning, one of those lookalikes there for the Saints. Up to Burns. Burns a strong mark on centre wing. Hooks it long, looking for Barker. Trevor Barker ducks back. Beaten for it by Hughes, and Hughes runs the ball over the line and out of bounds. Very cunning play by Danny Hughes.
A bit stiff there, Barker. I thought got a bad bounce. The ball bounced back toward Hughes and he couldn't get his hands on it, but I thought there was a bit of a nudge in there too, but the umpire said a boundary throw-in, so it's St Kilda in attack. The time clock, 28 minutes have gone in the first term. They're on half-forward zone. Oops, Burns came barging through. Can he find little Gotch? Gotch picks up. Hand pass comes back out. Was that Fashini, the left foot kick? No, it was Cronin. Put it up into the forward pocket. The ball bounces again. And a chance for Regolo was being held, I thought, pushed in the back. And the umpire said will be his free kick. Joe Regolo.
Well, he's had his work cut out today as he gets it across to Lyon, who's got a ton of class about him, Gary Lyon. Looking for Newport. Oh, that was nearly bad play by Brian Wilson. She chipped across. Oh, bad play that was by Newport. That's a couple of bad kicks he's done, but he made up for it then by smothering that kick. Barker's there. Good play on the left foot. Up they go, over the back of the pack. It's grabbed there by Regolo. A touch of the fumbles. Fashini goes in after it, but the ball will be bounced at centre half forward for St Kilda.
I think some of these Melbourne players are trying to look too clever when disposing of the ball, trying to kick around corners, Peter, and they're kicking to the men, the opposition about them. So about 35 metres out from St Kilda's goal. Jones getting the tap out. It comes out now. It's been kicked high. Up toward the half forward zone. There's a chance now for Cronin after taking the hand pass from Cunningham. Cronin in trouble, goes for a short pass, and he's found a teammate. And I think it's Manning. Yes, it is.
Yes. Socks down. We'll remember that, Jack. Now they're going up.
Now he's...
They always like to put those socks up before they have a kick for goal for some reason, as we see Manning is only 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. A great camera shot of this one as the siren sounds, and sensible play by Andrew Manning to go back and take his time, because this kick had put them only 1 point behind. There it is, a high ball, oh, beautiful looking drop punt, and it's a goal of the Saints. So at quarter time here at the MCG, we're witnessing a very even contest. Melbourne lead 4-3-27 to St Kilda 4-2-26.
On Sevens Big League from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Melbourne 4-3-27 leads St Kilda 4-2-26. Only one behind in it as Moore and Jones do battle. The ball comes to turf, but it's St Kilda trying to get into attack from the centre bounce. Manning after it for St Kilda on the half-forward flank. The left-hand hand pass comes in. There's a chance for St Kilda's Kink. Kink on the left foot, kicks it very, very high indeed, up toward the forward pocket where Grant gets hooked out of position by Regolo, but Manning follows through and pops it through for a goal. That was good football from young Manning. Done very well indeed today and kicked his second goal.
Beautiful football by Manning. Regolo should have marked that. Joe Regolo's had all sorts of trouble with David Grant in this game. Grant's kicked 3, but Regolo went for the mark, had his name written all over, but missed it. Manning, a very dangerous player across that forward line, kicked a lovely goal off the pack.
He followed that right down though, he put the ball up to the pack, Peter, and then followed it right through and picked up the crumb. Good football by the young player.
Centre bounce by Robinson to Burns. Burns on the left foot, hooks it back towards half forward. Kink sets himself. There was a good mark to Melbourne. Very, very good mark taken down there by Brett Bailey. He's got a ton of heart. So he gets it out wide there to Peter Moore. Moore running like a rover on centre wing. A long, low trajectory drop punt. Who's there?
Good mark.
The only one there is the St Kilda man in David Whitty, who's also, Jack, been very impressive.
Yeah, a bit rangy, isn't he, this fellow? I don't know how high he is, but he looks around about the 6-foot mark and moves very well. He got the ball up to the centre. Kink not doing a bad job for St Kilda. He's in the centre of the ground looking for a 15-metre start. But the umpire
why is he running onto the left foot? Could you tell me that?
I've no idea why he does that, because I thought he was a pretty good kick with the right foot. The ball up to the half-forward zone now. This is a chance for Narkle to get into the act. He might have been grabbed a bit high, but the umpire said no, and we'll see a bounce taking place.
That amazes me. If you're a natural right footer, surely you'd run onto your right foot, but Rene Kink does that all the time. He's a good player, he's a great kick, but why run onto the left and kick it straight up in the air?
I know, Pete, I can't answer the question. I have no idea.
But it's not a bad question, as we see, as we see Bailey go in after it. Oh, gee, there's a young fella for St Kilda in the long sleeves is Peter Brown. He was not selected in the original side. Rod Owen was, but couldn't take his place. Of course, Rod Owen had a serious knee reconstruction going back about 18 months, and let's hope it's not that particular injury, as we see the bounce at half forward for St Kilda. They've started off the quarter well. Danny Hughes straight to Grinter. Grinter with a high ball looking for Teddy Fidge. Over the back, here's danger because Rhino's got it. Russell Richards, a hand pass to Alan Johnson. Oh, gee.
Well done.
Fumbled badly, though, as we see McConville got it away. Out wide it comes to, let's see, this running down the ground is Peter Budge. He's looked quite impressive too. Beautiful pass. Lovely pass to Manning, who's been most impressive.
This kid can play, I'll tell you. Well, I hope I'll say it for the first time, but he's done well today. Yeah, so well, I'll withhold my praise. Andrew Manning doing a good job for St Kilda today. Going for his second goal for this quarter. He hasn't done it right on this occasion. He's put it out. It could have been a free kick over there. The St Kilda player appealing for the free kick wasn't paid, but we'll see a boundary throw-in taking place. So it's only a few metres out from St Kilda's goal, where Regolo's going to wait the outcome of the boundary throw-in. So it's Moore and Jones having a bit of a wrestle there. Newport of Melbourne getting a kick. Was grabbed a bit high, the umpire said, so he'll go back and take the kick again. We're only about 20 metres out from the St Kilda goal. St Kilda 4-3. Melbourne 4-3-27, St Kilda 5-2-32. That's the story on the board, and the clock getting toward the 4-minute mark of the second quarter on Sevens Big League. So Newport going out to the outer side of the ground with a kick that holds up well. The breeze right behind it. Jones nearly took the mark. It's been picked up by Gamble. Couldn't make much contact with it. It's on the turf now. There's a chance now Burns to get the ball into the half-forward zone. Little Bradley Gotch gets it out to Cunningham. Cunningham going in toward goal. There's another chance for St Kilda if the mark can be taken, but Regolo got the hand into it, forced it away and out of bounds.
Yes, the height of Joe Regolo there certainly helped, as that was a one-out duel and he thumped it over the line out of bounds. A very even contest. St Kilda on 5-2, Melbourne on 4-3. It's in St Kilda's forward pocket as Barker flies. Kicked away hurriedly from defence. That was by Gary Lyon. Stretch gives it to Newport. Newport, long hand pass to Darryl Burke. Burke, oh gee, Peter, but some beautiful shepherding went on there as we see the ball by Burke right up towards half forward. Oh gee, that's wasted football though. Odds has read that beautifully to McConville.
There's a chance.
McConville out wide to Jeff Cunningham. Now he's got a loose man out wide in Trevor Barker. Now Barker runs at the ball. Half forward flank. I reckon he's a better defender than forward, as he hooks it back towards the half forward line, and that's a nice mark. Take it up there, and this kid's got a lot of ability, Gary Lyon.
Gary Lyon's on the half back line. St Kilda wasted an opportunity there, I thought. Lyon putting the ball back to the centre wing position where the mark has been taken by Robert Elphinstone of St Kilda. He's on the members wing, looking for somewhere to go. The breeze will hold the ball up here. It's very gusty here at the MCG. Up into the centre it goes, and a mark to Burns. Shot it out now. Take it here by Cronin. Cronin moving the ball up to the half, or up to the full forward zone now. He's kicked it too long. Oh, for shit. It was that.
Free kick for more.
Was that Narkle with barging in, head down and the
well,
rest?
He was against two big tall guys. He didn't have much chance, and he got caught in the middle, and he just ran straight at Moore and shoved him out of the way. It had to be a free kick. Moore playing all right too. He brings it wide. But oh, Elphinstone, a good mark. He was actually going to play on, but he got tripped, and the umpire let him go back and take his kick in front of the Melbourne member stand. Robert Elphinstone, who tried all summer to get a clearance to Richmond with Tony Jewell. It was knocked back.
Good mark.
There's a great mark. Is that David Grant again? What a mark. He has kicked 3 goals already. That is a beautiful mark, 15 metres out, directly in front.
Yes, a great mark there by Grant. Got up very high. He kicked 3 goals in the first quarter. He's come down very heavily after taking this mark. It seems to have recovered. So he has really got a great show of kicking his 4th goal. He's only 15. He might kick from about 20 metres out. We'll watch him come in now. 3 goals to his credit.
It's 3 goals from 3 kicks. This will be 4 from 4 kicks, so that's great for forward play if he kicks this.
Should do. Yes, it's on its way. It's through. It's another goal to St Kilda, kicked by David Grant after a beautiful mark.
Yes, that certainly was, Jack, a tremendous mark by Grant. What a difference it makes if you've got a forward who's doing well and you can fight it. Now, Melbourne...
Not bad for a stand-in full forward.
Well, he's taking the place of Tony Lockett, but down the other end, Melbourne have got all sorts of trouble. At centre, half forward and full forward, they are not converting. It was interesting to see Kelvin Templeton playing the reserves today, but I think Kelvin's got a fair way to go.
Now, we're not forgetting that they lost their full forward from last week in Reynolds.
Yes, and who played particularly well last week.
That's right. Now, here's a chance for Melbourne to come forward if it can be picked up, and it has been picked up. Bailey's hand pass coming down to the half-forward zone, and a chance for McConville, who was being held. Could have been a free kick to McConville, hit too high, and Melbourne players going a bit crook now. McConville laughingly taking the ball, and a 15-metre penalty will go his way now. He sucked them in on that occasion, sucked Steve Turner right in. McConville's playing on now and going to the outer side, looking for Elphinstone, who got out-positioned by Wilson. Wilson could have hand passed on, looking to give a short pass into Moore. Moore still in the square. Should drive the ball long, because I still believe the breeze is favouring Melbourne now in this term. The breeze is coming over the scoreboard here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, blowing from right to left of screen. Moore's going to put the ball in long by the look of it. It wobbles off the boot. It could be Manning Smart. No, he can't hold it. It's out there in the back pocket. Well done by Burns, getting it out to Odgers. Odgers on the left foot can find Cunningham, who can't take the mark. Going in now and picking up a Stretch, getting a hand pass into Johnson. Johnson's hand pass up in the air. That was a hurried one. The ball tapped away now. St Kilda a chance to get it moving again, but they can't.
Half-forward flag. Oh, gee, they're having a go now, but gee, Melbourne have made a ton of mistakes, and that St Kilda defence is standing firm. And I'll tell you one bloke I admire down there, Jack. I've never seen him play a bad game. I reckon that's Gary Odgers, number 29. He's always there. Dependable, gives everything to his club, as we see it knocked away by Turner, knocked further afield to Batterston. Batterston gives it to Rodney Wright, who's on the ground. Here's a flying pot shot at the goals. Which way will it bounce? It bounces back into play. McConville charges after it. Hand pass was from Cox, who's had a very quiet day so far, and umpire Ian Robinson, very experienced umpire.
We must give this young St Kilda side, I know they have a few experienced players like McConville and Jones and Cunningham and a few of those, but the young players are tackling very hard, Pete. They're putting the pressure on Melbourne, who won so well last week against Richmond. And now we see one of the veterans, Peter McConville, taking the free kick for St Kilda and kicking up toward the members' wing position, where the man going after the ball couldn't quite take it, Peter Budge. So the ball on the turf now. He comes after it now, but the boundary umpire wins out. That was out of bounds, that ball. Big Jones had some shepherd in there, a little bit too high. Taken by Rodney Wright. His hand pass comes into the half-forward zone. Picked up by Cole. His kick floats up toward two St Kilda defenders, and Elphinstone takes the mark.
That's shocking forward play, Jack.
That is
absolutely shocking. To think that a bloke could have a hurry kick and be no one there, but here's their chance anyways. We see Russell Richards run to half-40, centres the ball. It's a mark. It's a mark to Turner. Steve Turner has marked, and he plays on. I don't think he's allowed to do that. He's got to go back over his mark.
He's a long way in front of his mark where he's done that. So
anyway, it's only 9 metres out from goal, directly in front. And they need this one, Melbourne, because really they're not playing all that well.
No, Melbourne 4-3-27 are trailing St Kilda, who have 6-2-38 to their credit. So this will help the cause a bit. From within the goal square, Turner shoots toward goal and has put it through. So Melbourne coming back in the second term against St Kilda as the 11-minute mark approaches.
Well, Steve Turner and Darryl Cox have been right out of the game so far, and they're the two key forwards. In fact, the stats, Cox has had one handball for the game so far, and Steve Turner has had one kick and one mark. Is it one kick and one mark? So they're your two key forwards. No wonder they're struggling on the forward line, and that's bad luck. They lost Michael Reynolds through illness because he gave Peter McCormack the runaround last week, Jack.
Yes, he played very well, so he's ill and he can't take his place today. So here's Rowan Saw starting the game again, and the score's in front of you. St Kilda leading by 5 points over Melbourne, and the time clock 11.5 minutes have gone in the second quarter. There's a chance now for Narkle. Very well placed kick to Grant. Oops, can't hold it though. Taken away. And it's looked like Hughes driving in toward the centre and finding his teammate in Fidge. Fidge should drive long. There's no one in the square. He could put it home from there. He goes now with a long kick into the open square. It's nearly home. It's through. It's a goal. Kicked by Teddy Fidge. Melbourne coming back on 7's big league in the second term. Melbourne now 1 point in front of St Kilda. 6-3 to 6-2.
Great goal by Fidge. Tremendous play by Danny Hughes. That's made a difference, putting good coaching to move Hughes down to full-back onto Grant. Regolo was getting a heck of a hiding down there, and Hughes was instigated in that goal because it was a great long kick by Fidge and good play by Alan Johnson to let that one bounce through.
Right, 12.35 have gone. That's the time in the second term, and 1 point in front of the Demons over St Kilda. They are favoured by the Bruisers. Moore rises high, but beaten by Jones. The ball on the turf and hurried out of that centre of the pack. Being kicked up there very quickly by Stretch. And it's taken by Richards into the open goal. He travels. He had two minds, or had thoughts in his mind. He was going to hand pass. He was going to shoot a goal. It just snuck through, but Melbourne are certainly coming back hard in the second quarter. That goal by Richards. 39 will be changed now. That'll make them 40. Scoreboard hasn't changed, Peter. I don't know what's going on. Still says 6-3. The little scoreboard's changed to 7-3. But the main scoreboard has not changed. So
modern electronics, Jack.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? When they had the bicycle wheels up there, driven by change, it worked. It should be 7-3 to St Kilda's 6-2. Thank you.
Well, the manual one is correct. There it is on screen anyway. 7-3 to 6-2. Gee, Melbourne, they've got a new lease of life all of a sudden. They were playing poorly. Now they're coming good as a hand pass from Newport. Comes out to Rodney Wright. He hooks it back. Gamble against Cox. No mark. Oh, gee, being grabbed there. Could have been a free kick to Melbourne. It's grabbed by Elphinstone. A high ball up towards half-back. What a good slips catch that was by Greg Burns.
He's been doing well for St Kilda, giving them a lot of drive. They were doing all right till Melbourne's lease of life in this term has put them in front. Jones can't take this mark. Regolo was there, so was Wright. In comes Barker. Barker looking for someone to give it to. He's found someone too. Bradley Gotts moves it up to King. King can give it to someone now going past was Cronin, but King turned his back on him. He's gone the left foot again that Peter McKenna doesn't like. Given out to a little fella, Gotts, with the kick-off line, and it's out of bounds. I thought he could have given it to Cronin going past.
Well, the only thing is he's a natural right footer, and I cannot understand if you're a natural right footer, you continually run onto the left. Forward pocket, Danny Hughes, he's a real goer. Gets it down the line. Good ruck work by Hughes. Looking for stretch. Bounce favours Burns. Oh, being held there was Whitty. Grabbed by Burns. An ordinary pass. Knocked on by Narkle, who's been quiet. Over to Gotch. Looking for Wow Jones. Oh, gee. Pretty windy out there. A stretch into the back. Oh, the umpire let that one go. It was Cunningham getting into the back. Here's Whitty. Swings onto the left foot. David Whitty. Up towards Manning.
Well
done. Good play. Beautiful play. Oh, Narkle grabbed high. Holding the man. And bad play by the St Kilda player. This could be reversed against Manning if he's not careful. I wonder if umpire Robinson would be game to do that.
Well, it should have been a 15-metre penalty, really. The first sense was a change being made. Fashini coming back on the ground, taking the place of the young fella coming off. Peter Brown. Couldn't quite find him before because he's not in the record. So in front of goal, a chance now for St Kilda. To Narkle to put it on the board, which he does. 7-3 playing 7-2. We're nearly 16 minutes into the second term. You're on Sevens Big League, only 1 point the difference, and Melbourne in front.
Well, once again, Jack, we're seeing a very, very even contest.
Even game, not brilliant.
Not a great game, but it's even, and that makes it for the spectators. But I wonder if Fashini's 100% fit. He hasn't done much, and he's got his shoulder heavily padded. There's Narkle. He's been relatively quiet too.
Yes, hasn't done a great deal, but he's only had 3 kicks, brought up 1 goal, which is very handy. No one made contact. Burns is doing well in the centre. He didn't quite get that one, though. Funny looking hand pass comes to Grinter. His kick not a good one. Went past Fidge, a chance for Gamble. Gamble going out toward Cunningham. Went too far for Cunningham, I thought. Well played on that occasion there by Stretch, and now it's St Kilda players bringing it forward. It's Cronin with the left footer about to come up. Now he's going to run his race. He's going to take it right up to the half-forward flank. The left foot kick, not a good one. In toward the to Fashini it was. He can't get this there now. Fashini has it, gives it out. Hand pass to Cunningham into Burns. Burns in trouble. Grinderham gave him one for his corner. It's been picked up by Wilson. Now Burns has a go in the centre of the ground as the play continues downfield. Down they go. Fidge went down. Johnson kicks off the ground. It comes to McConville. Done well for St Kilda. He gives it to Elphinstone. Elphinstone looks for short passes. Kicks straight to the Melbourne forward. The defenders though. Manning couldn't take that one. It's on the turf. Taken by Rodney Wright. Given out to Peter Moore. Gee, he takes a few hand passes to Peter Moore. His hand pass not a good one. It comes out Stretch. Stretch moves it out toward Richards, who's looking for a bit of pace at present. I think he's leaving it for his teammate. No, he read the bounce very well. He's caught, and it's holding the ball for mine.
Tremendous tackle. What a tackle that was. What a great tackle by young David Whitty. Gee, is he impressive. That'll be 15 metres too, I think. But that was tremendous tackle because Richards is strong and tough, and Whitty came in, and there doesn't seem to be much meat on his body as he, from the centre wing, brings it up towards half forward over the back. Peter Moore has taken a great mark. He gives it across to Darryl Burke. Fiddling around a little bit, Melbourne, as he kicks it high towards Wow Jones for St Kilda. Up go the big arms of Wow with the tats all over the arms, and a good strong mark by the big fella.
Lauren Jones, 18.25 minutes into the second term. St Kilda trailing by 1 point. A hand pass from Narkle comes on, from Cronin, comes on to Cunningham. Don't tell me Joffa's kicked the goal. He has so. Well, he's very happy about that. I said before, I seem to have a lot of shots and miss, but that time he's popped it through. St Kilda lead Melbourne by 5 points on Sevens Big League.
Yes, well, he's not the best kick in the world. I think you'd agree, Jack. As you said, don't tell me Joffa, but he threw his arms up in the air. He was wrapped on the run, but Beautiful football by St Kilda. Good team play and good running play down the ground. Lovely long kick by Jeff Cunningham.
Well, we're nearly 19 minutes into the second term on Sevens Big League. The game developing into one of these seesawing affairs again. 7-3 to 8-2. St Kilda leading Melbourne by 5 points. And the bounce taking place. Moore got the tap down. It's about to be moved forward now. And Turner moves into the half-forward zone. Grinder's hand pass too long by Batterston. McConville very safe today. Got tripped. Should have been a free kick. The umpire says all clear for a goal. Bad luck, Peter McConville. Wasn't a goal to Melbourne, no. Should have been McConville's free kick. Melbourne back in front now by 1 point.
I wonder if they'll be going to show that on the big screen, Jack, because that looked like a trip to McConville. He remonstrated with the umpire. Certainly cost them a goal, as the goal to Batterston put Melbourne a point in front. He's kicked 2. And all eyes are up on the big board.
Yeah, mine too. I was waiting to see this because I reckon McConville was tripped.
He might have tripped himself.
Hard to say.
The umpire might have been right. I think he might have tripped himself, Jack.
Yeah, sorry we digressed there. We're watching the big screen and...
2 goals to Batterston. He's been an excellent player. I think you'd agree, Jack.
He has so. But so has McConville. Now at the centre bounce again. Moore got the tap down. Jones got it out for the second time. It's been tapped out for a third time. Barker got dragged down, tackled too high, and he will drive the ball up toward the half-forward zone. The breeze is in his face. Grant's leading, but I don't think he'd make him with the kick. He's leading very wide. And now Barker has a 15-metre penalty. So that's upset the lead of Grant. We just have to drive into the square now, I would think, and hopefully that Grant can get back in a position to compete in the air. And he does too! Oh, what did he ever?
Oh, boy! He went early
5 marks
over the back of Danny Hughes. He went up too early. He just hung there and took a ripper mark. He's already kicked 4 from 4 kicks. And the crowd had a look at that one on the big replay. That's all the roars of the crowd you could hear. But here's the kick. A chance for his 5th, taking the place of Tony Lockett at full forward. This is a great exhibition as David Grant stabs at this one. And that's his 5th goal. A great effort by the young fella at full forward.
Oh, what a great game we're seeing once again. Young Grant giving the crowd, not a very big crowd either, though it has thickened up a little bit. But he's now kicked 5 goals from 5 kicks. Yeah, you can't do much better than that. Even you couldn't have done that, Peter. 5 goals from 5 kicks.
Well, you can't get better than that, Jack.
No, you can't do any better. So,
I mean, even me.
Yeah, you may have equalled it, but David Grant doing a great job, as we said, filling in for Tony Lockett, and he can't do any better. Wearing a good number too, 35. So at the centre bounce, the ball being put down, Peter Moore will oppose Wow Jones.
Obviously, Jack Edwards wore number 35 for North.
There's a chance now. St Kilda to come forward. Elphinstone waits for the hand pass, shoots out another hand pass to Hodges. Hodges hand passes again. There's a chance now for St Kilda. The ball driven up by Peter Budge in the back. Could have been a free kick against them. There's a free kick Melbourne's way for mine. The umpire has not awarded it though, and lucky there. Little Bradley got caught in the first quarter nudging in the back. He didn't get caught that time because Ian Robertson wasn't in the right position to call it. So now we see Brad Gotch 15 metres out from goal and a chance for St Kilda to go 11 points in front. And they've done that. So the game of fluctuating fortunes here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground on Sevens Big League. St Kilda 10-2, 62. 10-2, isn't it, Bat? Melbourne 8-3, 51.
Well, you say 10-2. No wonder with David Grant, 5 kicks for 5 goals. A terrific performance at full forward. And now Danny Hughes is going to have his work cut out. There was a little bit of a nudge out, but it was... yes, it was a slight nudge, Jack, but I think the umpire wasn't too sure whether to pay it or not.
Umpire Ian Robertson was in front of the players. He wasn't on the side, so
that's
didn't
where
quite
you've got to be.
Yes. He picked him up, though. Rowan Saws picked him up in the first quarter. So Sevens Big League with the time just past the 23-minute mark of the second term. Back in the centre we come again. Jones beaten for the tap down. It comes down to Stretch, who hand passes out to Richards. Richards goes goalward for Melbourne. He might find Newport, and he does. So McConville caught out of position there. Newport, the ball dropping down, has taken
He was stiff, McConville. He ran back anticipating a better kick.
Yes.
And of course, Richards hooked it back and it didn't travel the distance that McConville thought it was, and he was caught out of position, and a good mark to Newport, a one-grab mark.
Both sides kicking well. Melbourne have kicked 8-3. This could be 9-3. And it is 9-3, so 9-3 to 10-2. Good exhibition of goal kicking here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground on Sevens Big League.
Yes, that is great kicking for goal. 9 goals from 12 shots Melbourne, 10 from 12 for St Kilda, and under these conditions, we're a very blustery day here at the MCG. The wind blowing all over the place, and that's a great effort. There's Steve Newport on screen, a guy with a lot of talent. I saw him in the Army Reserve Cup games last year and in the senior side as well. It just impressed me that he had a little bit of class about his play.
24 and a half minutes have gone. Sevens Big League replay from the Melbourne Cricket Ground between Melbourne and St Kilda, and the ball tapped down there. Looked like Turner got the tap out. There was a chance. Could have been a free kick going Melbourne's way there to Fidge, but the umpire calls play on. It's tapped out to the members' wing. Who can get it? King threw it out. Cronin in trouble, caught in possession. Now Newport handing it back, and Turner is the recipient, looking for someone. No, it's going to be Rodney Wright's free kick. Rodney Wright will kick from the members' wing up toward the half-forward zone where Moore takes up position, but that's a good mark in defence on that occasion. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on in there. And Frawley with the ball, getting 15 metres start now. Pretty short 15. Frawley looking up to the half-forward zone. Had to pop the ball up high. He was too close to the man on the mark. Thumped out and favours Melbourne, though. The thump goes right down to Melbourne's half-forward zone and a boundary throw-in.
As good as a kick.
It was nearly as good as a kick, Pete. 9-3 to 10-2, 57 playing 62. St Kilda leading by a slender margin of 5 points. And we're getting toward the 25.5-minute mark of the second term. Against Turner, holding the man, and the free kick to Jones. Hand passes out to Odgers. Odgers being shepherded by his teammate, looking for Narkle. The kick too high for Narkle, and a good mark taken down there by Lyon.
Too tall Lyon there as he gets it across to Bailey. Chance for Noah Potts and Turner spoiled each other, and little Bradley Gotts took it away. The ex-Fitzroy's play. Brian Wilson's been fairly quiet this quarter after a very good first quarter. Up towards half-forward, Peter Moore charges out after it, overruns the ball. Going in after it is David Whitty, a very impressive player, on the left foot towards the centre of the ground where Wilson takes the mark. A hand pass looking for Bailey. Bailey a bit slow to get rid of it. Now he does to Batterston. Batterston on the left foot up high. Will he find a teammate? He does. Alan Johnson swings away on the right foot. A long driving drop punt. Oh boy, a long kick, but he is just offline and through for 1 point. So
gee, kicked that well.
He certainly did, but long, low trajectory one, but offline. As we see Melbourne on 9-4, 58, trail St Kilda, 10-2, 62.
We're getting toward the 27-minute mark now, the second term, and chipping in is Teddy Fidge. Read that ball well, got in front of Cronin. And now from here, I'd say Fidge would kick a goal. He kicked a beautiful goal in the first term, which we termed to be against the breeze, but this time with the breeze at his back. He'll certainly make the distance, and he has a chance to put Melbourne 2 points in front. He's kicked 2 goals now, Fidge. So 10-2 is the St Kilda total and 9-4 Melbourne. And Fidge a chance to put Melbourne in front. I think he's missed. The umpire's run right across to his left. Yes, he's missed it. So I anticipated an easy goal. He's really put everything behind it and pushed it offline.
Although I heard someone on the radio say, I think it was one of the Melbourne players interviewed on the way to the ground today, he said he's not a great kick from a stand. I think it was Stephen Nick said he's not a great kick from a standing shot. So there's another McConville up towards centre wing. Rene King's taken a lovely mark. Onto the left foot goes Rene. Now he kicks it on the right. Well, you wouldn't believe it. Over the back is Nigel Cole. I was certain he was going to kick it onto the left as Cole brings it wide. Jeff Cunningham can't get there, and I don't know, he doesn't seem to be in the same form this year that we expected Jeff Cunningham.
Oh, he's another year older. He's not that old yet, though, is he? But he'll come good. He's a good player,
I'll say.
Ball tapped out toward Manning, taken by Wilson. Wilson breaking away from Burns, getting a hand pass in now. There's a chance for Melbourne to come forward. With the ball in the half-forward zone, no one can take it cleanly. Work done by Odgers. No, taken away from Odgers now. They're coming up now, coming across the centre of the ground is Frawley looking for a teammate, can't find one as yet. Stephen stretches there. Here's a chance for Melbourne from the forward pocket. A difficult shot toward goal. It's going to be forced through, I think. No, McConville picks up. It does ricochet off the arms of Grinter and through 4-1 behind to Melbourne. So it's only 2 points in the game now. Melbourne 9-6, St Kilda 10-2. And we're getting toward the 29-minute mark of the second term. Melbourne still in attack as Johnson taps it back. He couldn't quite find his teammates. Been picked up by Frawley. Kicked up toward Keep. The ball on the ground. That was Gamble, I'm sorry. Kicked up now and taken by Bailey. His left foot kick coming back toward Gamble. Taken by Hodges. He's very close to the boundary line. His hand pass is in trouble. Free kick against McConville. No, not picked up by Johnson. Here's a shot toward goal. It's a beautiful goal kicked by Alan Johnson. Melbourne back in front by 4 points. Good football.
Well, you could say that again. That was a tremendous goal by Alan Johnson. He's got a touch of class about him. Once again, that was a 6 kicks to Alan Johnson. Not like last week, but boy, when the pressure's on, he knows how to do something brilliant. That was a tremendous snap kick, Jack.
That was a great goal indeed. St Kilda had that ball at their mercy and messed it up between them. 10-6 playing 10-2 in Melbourne's favour. 4 points the difference, and umpire Ian Robinson putting it down in the centre of the Melbourne cricket ground again. From the bounce, Patterson tries to pick up, lost possession. Picked up by Cronin, taken by Cunningham, looked for his teammate in Barker, interception by Regolo, his kick not a good one, comes down to Hodges, Hodges taps it away, a chance for Wilson, Wilson tries to break the tackle, he's caught, should have been holding the ball, picked up by Fidge, Fidge gets a hand pass back, not a good one, it's in the half-forward zone, St Kilda defence under pressure, and they stand firm and force a bounce.
Oh gee, I thought that could have been holding the ball, Jack. And I think the St Kilda supporters felt that also. 10-6 plays 10-2. 4 points the difference as umpire Ian Robinson, without that afro hairdo this year, got the straight hair as we see him bouncing on half forward for Melbourne. Melbourne playing in spurts. When they really turn on the pressure, they look really good, as we see Rodney Wright pick it up. Hook it back towards the half-forward line. It's smothered there by Frawley. He knocks it away. It's knocked out of the hands. Straight to Alan Johnson. He hooks it back offline and through for 1 point.
Yes, so that time he wasn't as successful as the last effort, but it's Melbourne 10-7-67, St Kilda 10-2-62. The second quarter just about leaving us with 31 minutes plus into the second term. And McConville up high, can't hold the mark. Desperately tries to gain possession, and the umpire said a free kick to Peter McConville. He's playing well, isn't he, Peter? I think
yes, he's a very experienced player, McConville, as he goes to the short pass to Cronin. It'll be a very handy if St Kilda can get a goal just before half-time here as Cronin brings it up towards half-forward where the wind held that up. Barker looks very much like Grant. He kicks it wide, looking for the player I just mentioned. It'll be a mark. No, it's Hughes. A hand pass, looking for Newport. Grabbed by Gotch. Gotch to Cronin. Cronin. Caught. Watch the ball. Play on, said the umpire. Again, it's play on in front of the Melbourne members, and they're not happy about that decision at all, as they reckon they should have got 2 free kicks there for holding the ball.
Yes, they thought they did. With 32 minutes have gone now in the second term here, with Melbourne 5 points in front of St Kilda. A desperate St Kilda too, and it's a desperate Melbourne team at present too, trying to hold St Kilda out. They're in the shadows of the members' stand here, and the bounce taking place. So the siren sounds, the end of the second half, the end of the first half, into the second quarter, and Melbourne on 10-7-67, St Kilda 10-2-62 on Sevens Big League. On Sevens Big League, we welcome you back to the Melbourne Cricket Ground for the second half of the game between Melbourne and St Kilda. You see Melbourne have a slight lead over St Kilda, only 5 points. Let's see what happens in this vital third term. The ball thumped from the pack, a chance for Melbourne to go forward, but the ball can't be got out. Cronin picks it up for St Kilda, but umpire Ian Robinson has said the ball was held to, I think it was Turner of Melbourne, and a bounce will take place. The shadows of the light stand are creeping across the MCG as you see umpire Ian Robinson come into bounce.
Wow, Jones, a big knockaway taken by Brett Bailey back towards half forward where a nice safe mark has been taken by Danny Frawley. That'll be 15 metres. Down he goes again, Frawley. And he's trying to get another 15 metres. Danny Frawley almost up in the centre of the ground as he brings it out wide towards half forward. Barker from behind. Is that Trevor Barker? Yes, it is Trevor Barker on half forward flank. He'll try and get it down to Grant. David Grant at full forward has had 5 kicks, a couple of screaming marks, 5 marks in fact, 2 of them absolute rippers, and he's kicked 5 goals at full forward. So we see Barker. Moore's ducked back into the goal square to sit himself for this mark. Hughes is there also. Down to the ground it goes. There's Danny Hughes grabbing the ball, hooks it back towards Rodney Wright, and a very good mark by Rodney Wright on half-back flank.
Wright's about to play on. I'm looking for the chance to play on. Looking up toward where Stephen Turner has led for Melbourne on toward the flank position. Up he goes, but can't take the mark. Tapped the ball out. Burns in trouble. His hand pass finds Elphinstone. He gets it back in toward the half-forward flank for St Kilda, but a floating attempt not paid, been picked up by John Peterbudge. He gets it out toward the little fella in Gotch who didn't hold the mark. Or did he? The umpire said he did. So little Brad Gotch will take the shot for goal for St Kilda and try to get back in front of Melbourne. He's not very tall, Pete, is he?
Tiny little fellow, isn't he?
Yeah, little Brad
Tremendous
Gotch.
skills.
Well, he's kicked 1 goal, I think. Yes, he has. Let's see if he can kick his second and get St Kilda back in front. Hasn't been much in this game all day. Brad Gotch, 35, 40 metres out from goal. It's a goal. St Kilda back in front on Sevens big lead, just 2.25 minutes into the 3rd term.
Well, once again, Jack and I are seeing a seesawing game, a very, very even contest. It looked before the day started that this would be a very, very close contest, and it's proving to be. At the moment, we're not sure who's going to win this game. Once again, as Jack said, 1 point the difference in favour of the Saints.
At quarter time, Melbourne led by 1 solitary point. And after a very even second term in which Melbourne kicked 6 goals for to St Kilda 6 goals, Melbourne led by 5 points at the change, but now you see the difference. 1 point in favour of the Saints. Jones got the tap down. Ball not going anywhere as yet. Hurried out by Wilson out of the pack. Chance for Narkle. Narkle and Bailey of Melbourne. They can't gain possession. Nearly a free kick. Oh, Bailey. It's on the turf now. Fidge hand passes. Here's a chance for Melbourne. It's into Johnson. Johnson takes a shot at goal on the left foot. I think it's good. Yes, Melbourne back in front in the 3rd term on 7 big lead.
Beautiful hand pass there by Brian Wilson. Tremendous plays he gave it. And there's Johnson congratulating Wilson for that hand pass, and so he should. He did a beautiful balk to Wilson and a long hand pass, a 15-metre hand pass, set up an easy goal for Johnson on the left foot. Johnson kicked a magnificent goal in the 2nd quarter here at the MCG to really lift the Melbourne side.
3 3/4 minutes gone. The 3rd term, the vital term of football. The lead has changed twice so far. Now a chance for Wilson, who had a good 1st quarter. Just an average 2nd term, but playing well in the 3rd term for Melbourne. Gets it down. Taken by McConville, who's played well for St Kilda. Up to Burns. And yes, he's taken the mark right in the centre of the MCG. Had a good game too. Looking for a teammate now downfield. He finds Barker. Barker had a chance to look for one down in the forward pocket. The lead's good, and Grant takes the mark. No, it's not. It's Little Gotch. Little Gotch comes streaming out. Grant did lead on that occasion, looking for the kick from Gotch, but now he puts it up into the goal square and thump through ball 1 behind. Defensive football.
Oh, was it ever. Danny Hughes was 15 metres out from goal, and he thumped it back over his own head for a point, and he wasn't taking any chances. Young David Grant has kicked 5, not on Hughes. He kicked, I think, the first 4 on Regalo before they shifted him. He's kicked 1 on Danny Hughes. There's the kick out. It's marked by Peter Moore. The scoreboard shows 73 playing 69. 4 points in favour of Melbourne as the ball comes out towards centre wing. Steve Turner, number 41, against Danny Frawley for St Kilda, number 24. And Frawley takes it over the line and out of bounds.
5 minutes now gone, the 3rd term. Sevens big league from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Much different temperature today as last week. It's only 17 degrees today, well last week it was 36. The kick there comes to Turner. Turner tries to get it back out. Hurried kick up to the half-forward zone for St Kilda. Oh, for Melbourne. Could have been a free kick to Elphinstone, if not the mark. Yes,
yes, good umpiring.
Umpires today, Ian Robinson and... we can't think of the other one now. Rowan Saws, so you can't get much more experience than that. Up off the wing position, thumped away, looked like Regolo got the tap out, picked up very well by Richards. He's well tackled. That's a good tackle, and it's been rewarded with a free kick.
Yes, great tackle by Phil Cronin. There he is on screen now, Phil. ex-West Australian. A good play to get off onto the left foot and kick it long up towards the half-forward line. Oh, gee, they stood and waited. Beautifully hit over by Fascini to Rene. Kicked into the open goal, and a lovely goal to Rene King from 30 metres out. And the Saints hit back, so St Kilda lead Melbourne now 12-3-75 to Melbourne 11-7-73.
Well, very even game again. It's about the third time the lead has changed in this turn so far. We've only been playing just over 6.25 minutes. 73 playing 75, St Kilda leading. They do have the advantage of a breeze. We do say that often at the Melbourne cricket round when it doesn't eventuate. That was a good goal kick by Rene King. Back at the centre once again. Umpire Ian Robinson. Big Jones and Moore do battle. Bounce favours Moore. Didn't get the tap though. It's been tapped out. Could have been a free kick Melbourne's way. Getting a throw by Burns. Taken and kicked by Cronin. Up to the full forward zone. Oh, good mark to Grant. That was a good mark. Got himself in great position. He outmanoeuvred Danny Hughes there. He's not as big as Hughes. He's only 6'2", this lad. We looked up his stats at half-time.
Well, he's taken some terrific marks today.
This is his 6th mark. He's kicked from 5 marks. He's kicked 5 goals. Can he keep it average going, Peter? Pretty hard to keep it going. Did I Jonah him?
Oh, boy.
I did. What a shame. A good effort. 5 goals won from 6 marks, 6 shots at goal. So he's the stand-in full forward, of course, at St Kilda today. He's doing a great job. But St Kilda now 76, 3 points in front of Melbourne 73.
Well, they have the specialist full-back kicking out has gone, Jack. Alan Johnson bringing it in. We heard about the Essendon guys the other week, the Rovers kicking. Here's Manning, who's been very impressive today. Hooks it back, looking up there for Grant again. Can't take this one. Little Bradley Gotcha's in there. They dive on top of the ball. Trevor Barker there, the captain of St Kilda, number 1. On the bottom of the pack, and in will come umpire Ian Robinson, doing an excellent job once again. Over 300 league games, and well, he's been a great umpire, Jack.
Yes, he's still a great umpire too. He puts the ball down with the ruckman form up. Moore got the tap down, taken by, was that Kashuni? It was. He couldn't quite make contact. Picked up now. Grant gives a hand pass to Manning. Manning went for a hand pass. Picked up by Narkle, who lost it on the way through the pack, and the umpire, I think, will have to bounce again. It's only 15 to 20 metres out from St Kilda's goal, where all this action's taking place on Sevens Big League, with St Kilda leading 3 points over Melbourne. Time clock, 8.5 minutes into the third term. Anybody's game of football. Here's a chance for Wilson coming out. He meets the ball well, takes it, looks for a hand pass. Knocked off by Burns. Burns goes through, keeps the ball in front of him. He still has it in front of him. He tries to tap it out to Cunningham. It's forced out to big Warren Jones. He loses it. Taken by Barker. His hand pass intercepted by Moore. But the umpire said Barker threw it. So a free kick going Melbourne's way.
Yes, some good tackling there, and good umpiring again by umpire Ian Robinson. That was a definite throw. Trevor Barker just a bit slow to get rid of it, as we see Rodney Wright. Good to see him back in the senior side too. He's spent a number of a couple of seasons playing a lot of reserves football. There's a very lucky one. I thought that one. He slipped over and dropped by Cunningham holding his nose, but the fact he slipped, he's very lucky to get that free kick. As we see, he's got it anyway. A short pass, a bad one. Marked by Johnson. Johnson on the left foot to half-forward. That's taken away by Prawley. A good mark. Plays away out wide. He's looking out there for Trevor Barker. Over the back was Barker.
Does he go?
Goes in after it, but here's a chance. Bill Cronin onto the left foot. He steps at the goals, and what's he done with it? He slams it through for a goal to the Saints. Beautiful goal to St Kilda. They move on to 13-4, 82 to Melbourne 11-7, 73.
Well, we are witnessing a great game of football again. When I say the football's great, I mean it's a good game. It's an even game. I don't think either of these teams will worry anybody in the top 5, but 13-4, 82 to 11-7, 73. That's a good game of football. Good shooting for goal by St Kilda. From 17 shots to kick 13 goals. So up goes Jones, got the tap down, but it's been intercepted there by Wright. That's good interception too. And Bradley Gotch with a chance to pick up. He's a left foot kick, so he should be able to control it. He goes for a short pass, can't find a teammate. Taken by Lyon, the kick's a bad one. It's over the boundary line, and Cunningham comes in to claim the free kick, but I think Gotch may have to take it. Umpire Rowan Saws is marking the spot where the free kick will be taken. Yes, Gotch will take the free kick. He's looking for a lead. The pass is a good one, and it's on, it's taken. A nice piece of work. The pass was a good one, taken by Barker. So Barker has a chance to increase St Kilda's lead. Can he make it 14-4? What will he do with it?
Well, great intelligent play by Barker. He ran to that space. He knew that he didn't want Gotch to just kick it up in the air, as we see the kick by Barker. Hooks it slightly and through for 1 point to the Saints. So they move on to 13 goals, 5. Total of 83. 10 points in front of Melbourne. 11-7-73 at the 11-minute mark of the third quarter.
Well, that's not a bad lead, because at the change of each change, there's only been 1 and 5 points respectively in it. Now, Melbourne's trying to come forward. They haven't been forward that much in this third term, as you've witnessed on Sevens Big League, and they're not going much further now. Good mark to Danny Frawley. A little bit of pressure coming there. Bailey put the ball up, but Frawley took the mark well. He's coming across half-back and driving in toward Kink, who can come and meet it, and he does. Now, he should drive it in long. He's gone short. Can he find a teammate? He has, and the mark has been taken by Gamble. But can he kick a goal, Pete? Now he's a fair way up.
In the VFA with Frankston, Jackie was a defender. He wouldn't have had too many shots for goal, so let's see if he kicks the ball like a defender.
There's the line of the centre square. That shows the viewers just how far back he is from goal. The breeze is behind him. So if he can kick this one, it'll certainly lift the Saints up. Mark Gamble going for his first goal. No, it won't make the distance. It's floating. It's off the hands of the players. A chance there for the Rovers, but out they go. And a boundary throw-in. Little Bradley Gotch couldn't gain possession before it was over the boundary line, but St Kilda still have the chance to score from this boundary throw-in, which is right in their forward pocket. Big Jones will do the ruck work.
Tried to take it out of the ruck, and eventually the ball is forced over the line. The difference at the moment, 10 points at the 12.5-minute mark of the third quarter. Anyone's game at this stage. Neither side has looked decisive today. It's been nip and tuck all day, as we see Rodney Wright up towards Cox. Has had a bad day, Darryl Cox. Manning keeps it in play.
Left to go out.
No, the boundary umpire said it must have gone over the line, but
a young player that Peter mentioned there, that Andrew Manning, has kicked 2 goals today, and he's certainly done well. So the boundary throw-in taking place on dead centre wing, but Jones tried to get in there against Cox. Wright being held, was not in possession at all, and he will take the free kick. Rodney Wright looking up to the half-forward zone, into the flank he goes. This could be taken by McConville. He got up high to spoil the pack. It's on the turf. No one can get it out. Elphinstone doing battle in there, as is Batterston. And the umpire said a free kick to Adrian Batterston. He'll be looking for Big Turner, I would think. Who's he going for? It's a left foot kick. Off the flank, up toward Turner. Can't be taken. Another chance for Melbourne looking for a free kick there. Was it a true free kick, Pete, did you think?
I think it was. I think he was grabbed high. Alan Johnson, he certainly made sure yes, right around the neck it was, as a matter of fact, and you're wondering why I said yes all of a sudden. Any viewers at home, we just tend at the MCG to look at the large replay, to have a look at the replay. There's the kick by Alan Johnson, and I think he's kicked his third. He has.
Well, scores tighten up again at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, with St Kilda on 13-5-83 and Melbourne on 12 goals 7-79. We've been playing now 14.5 minutes of the third term, and there's only 4 points between the teams. On screen, Alan Johnson had a very good game last week. We thought he tore a groin muscle. Maybe he did.
Well, I don't reckon he is.
10 kicks today, and he hasn't done a bad job, but not the same as last week.
He hasn't got that zip that he normally has, and I reckon he's probably still a bit sore, but they probably reckon it's worth playing a guy with that ability. As we see Moore thumped away eventually by Melbourne. Albertson's tackled by Johnson. Play on as it's kicked off the ground up towards half-forward. King tries to crash his way through. In they go after it. Bailey's there against Barker, and the umpire's saying a free kick to Brett Bailey on half-back. Trevor Barker's not that impressed.
Bailey's gone for a hand pass instead of the kick. He's found Lyon. Lyon from the half-back flank. He goes for left foot, passing toward the centre of the ground. With a chance now for the defence of St Kilda to turn them out. Batterston tries to pick up, can't do so. Fumbled ball forward. It comes up to Machini, who's being held. The umpire said nothing, so it's play on. Machini appealing for the free kick. It's been taken by Stretch, and it's been given over here to Campbell. Campbell of Melbourne going up to the half-forward zone, and a floating pass has found a teammate, and it's Alan Johnson. Johnson looking into the full-forward zone. The kick being delivered long. A long kick. Rodney Wright's at the back. He got the hands to it. From their hands, through for one behind.
Jack, one player who's been well down today is Silvio Fascini, and he has that arm heavily bandaged. I wonder if they've fallen for the trap of playing an unfit player.
Well, that they may have done, but he was appealing for a free kick there before. I think he was being held, but the umpire wasn't having any. McConville beaten by the bounce. Fidge is there doing the shepherding. Hodges comes through. The umpire said a free kick to Fidge. I thought Fidge was doing the shepherding, but Rowan Saws doesn't agree. And I don't think Peter McConville agrees with Rowan Saws either, but Fidge will take this shot at goal. Kicked a beautiful goal in the first quarter.
With the torpedo
yes.
punt. It'll be interesting to see if he goes for the torp or the drop punt. 3 points the difference at the moment in favour of the Saints.
So if Fidge kicks this goal, it's Melbourne 3 points in front. We saw this pattern last week. No, that won't make it. He's hooked that kick. It's up to the goal square. It's on the turf. It's through 4-1 behind of Melbourne.
Yes, well, it's amazing as we see the scoreboard just move a little bit closer for Melbourne. 2 points the difference favour the Saints. Amazing how he kicked this magnificent goal with the torp. The same position almost, and he went for a drop punt. So you wonder about the thinking sometimes as well. Jones takes a strong mark. I reckon he's improved his marking at St Kilda.
Yes, he's certainly playing fairly well. He's playing well today. He's gone for a short pass, which is a real widow maker. Taken by Campbell, not doing a bad job. He's gone into the half-forward zone and finds it. Oh, Regolo dropped that one. It's about the second or third one he's dropped. Melbourne getting a few free kicks in this quarter. Fidge picking this one up. He's still in the square, in the centre square. No chance of a score from the kick. He'll be looking for a teammate further afield. He's gone for a short pass. He's found him too. Good pass. And we're going to see a shot for goal now from about 40 metres out, Pete, and Batterston should be able to make the distance.
Well, that was great play by Fidge, because instead of just blazing away hoping for someone to take a miraculous mark, Batterston had made position. He gave a beautiful low pass, as Jack called it. Don't tell me who's that. Fascini coming off and Cunningham on. So they've got problems there, St Kilda, as we see Batterston with a long drop punt. It's a goal to Melbourne, and the Demons hit the front by 4 points. 13-9 Melbourne, St Kilda 13-5.
Adrian Batterston being told a few things there by the runner. He's kicked 3 goals. So the Melbourne runner giving some congratulatory pats to Batterston. Melbourne in front, as Peter McKenna has told you, by 4 points, 13-9 to 13-5. Time clock is 18 and a half minutes, in excess of that now. So we're getting toward the very end of the third term. About 10 minutes to go, I imagine. So St Kilda need to do something and peg Melbourne back. But it's all Melbourne at present. Are they going to get away with this? Yes, Burke has it for Melbourne. He's going to drive into the half-forward zone. He's looking across for a teammate in Richards. Yes, he can break away now. He sort of jumped at it like a frog. Richards picks up, comes into the full forward zone, but Elphinstone will stand his ground. No, his interception, and good interception on that occasion by St Kilda's Gamble.
Mark Gamble from the back pocket. He brings it out towards centre wing now. Joppa Cunningham from behind flies, and he takes a mark against Rodney Wright. Over to Bradley Gotch. Gotch has a running player in Hodges. He gives it across there towards his teammate in Cronin. Cronin, a long kick, but who's there? It's only Melbourne, and it's Gary Lyon ducking back to take a very, very nice mark. And Danny Hughes coming in to remonstrate a little bit, but Lyon's unperturbed. He wants to get on with the game. Over to Burke. Burke, I thought, was going to give the hand pass, but sensibly he goes back to take his time, going for a high ball up towards the half-back flank area. Cox has it thumped away by Big Wow Jones. Still in play as Bailey goes in after it, keeps it in play. Beautiful play, Brett Bailey. Gets thumped as he kicked it. Was it a mark? Yes, said the umpire to Jeff Cunningham on centre wing.
Melbourne, St Kilda, I should have said, need a couple of goals now. The kick by Cunningham's into the open territory. Nearly a one-handed mark to Moore. He breaks through the pack. Just broke the tackle. Got a hand pass away, and Wilson kicks up to where Jones and Cunningham fly in opposition. Shot out. The hand pass was quick. Came out there and taken by Elphinstone. Given to Cunningham. The hand pass came out originally from McConville, but Danny Hughes standing ground. Looks for a teammate leading away to the outer side. He can see one, and Stephen Stretch going for the ball just inside the boundary line, but now we see it out and a boundary throw-in taking place on St Kilda's half-forward flank on the outer side of the ground. St Kilda trailing by 4 points to Melbourne, and the time clock getting toward the 21-minute mark of the third term. There's a charge. Oh, beautifully stolen by Barker. He's going to have a shot at goal. He got it. That was a great piece of football from Trevor Barker. Well done, Skip.
Well, yes, I agree with you, Jack. That was a team-lifting goal as St Kilda hit the bud. He stole that one literally, as Jack said, and a beautiful banana kick, or check side kick, as Sandy Roberts would say. That's the South Australian term, as he put it through. And if anything will lift the Saints, that certainly will, because it's put them 2 points in front. Tremendous play by the St Kilda captain. There he is on screen.
St Kilda lead by 2 points on Sevens Big League, 21.5 minutes into the third term at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. And they get another one, or will Melbourne go forward? There's a chance, we'll soon find out. No one's getting it yet. Rodney Wright's hand pass comes to Fidge, comes to Wilson. Wilson in the shadows of the members stand. Let's go a hand pass to Cox. Cox gets a kick, and gets also the raspberry from the crowd, and Batterson takes a good mark. Batterson looking for a short pass out. He's got a teammate all by himself. There it is now, but he's not behind his mark, the umpire said, and he has to go back and take the kick again. So while that's happening, those players will be covered. I think that was Stretch he gave the ball to. He's thought of it once again, but now he's going back to take a long shot in toward goal. There aren't many short passes about now. They're all covered up. Batterson's kick will go up toward the goals. It's a torpedo punt working right to the goal square.
And there's a very good mark taken there by McConville, who certainly has not let St Kilda down today. He's been an excellent player for the Saints as he brings it away with... No, he's going to hand pass, and elects to kick it out wide. Wilson uses the body against Burns. That's been a good contest. Wilson wins out. Goes for the hand pass further around towards the forward pocket area, and it goes over the line. Scoreboard shows at the moment St Kilda 2 points in front, 14-5, 89 to Melbourne 13-9, 87. We've been playing 23 minutes into this third quarter.
Turner got the tap down to Wilson. Wilson going goalward for Melbourne. He's getting it up toward the goal square, and the mark has been taken by Peter Moore. Could even have got a 15-metre penalty there, because he got bumped in the back after he'd taken the mark. And listen to the Melbourne fans. The angle on which he's been placed now has been really tightened up. He's gone for a short pass, gone backwards, downfield really. He's gone about 10 metres downfield, having a few words to say to the umpire. So hasn't really put Newport in a much better position, Peter, than where he was.
That was a tough angle he was put on. I don't reckon he was on that angle, Jack.
Well, Newport's further out from goal and hasn't improved the angle much, but my word, what a kick for goal. Stephen Newport, beautiful goal. Good thinking, Peter Moore. Good goal, Stephen Newport, and now it's Melbourne leading St Kilda.
Yes, 4 points the difference, and it's a seesaw game. 14-9 Melbourne, 14-5 St Kilda. Steve Newport, number 34, you see on screen, has kicked 2 goals. And as Jack said, it was very intelligent play by Peter Moore, and very unselfish players. It's back to the centre of the ground. 24 minutes have gone in this third quarter here at the MCG. It's absolutely anyone's game. I've got no idea which way it's going to go, as we see. Oh, that's big Steve Turner doing the ruck work. It's knocked out of his hands, grabbed by Johnson, up towards half forward, where Russell Richards was grabbed by the arm. Now it's little Batterston. He's been a good player. He breaks away, kicks it out wide, looking for more. Oh, 2 St Kilda players collided. It's grabbed by Cox, and he has landed through the goal. And Danny Frawley is down behind the plate. Bad talking by the Saints, and still hurt. There they are, both players. I think it was Elphinston was one, and Danny Frawley was badly hurt. Melbourne 15-9, leads St Kilda 14-5.
Yes, that was poor teamwork there. Although Elphinstone was caught, he was the rose between 2 thorns. He had to go for the ball. He knew that the others were coming out, but he had to try and get himself in position to take the mark, and he was hit as he was unbalanced, and Frawley and Elphinstone have come off second best. The ball back in the centre now. 10 points between the teams, with Melbourne leading. Burns thumps it forward for St Kilda, and they get it out of the square. No one can get it out yet. That was Line going down. Looks like Bailey with the ball, who hooks it back up high on the members' wing position. Oh! Good mark on that occasion. It's a good mark taken indeed. So St Kilda player standing ground was Peter Brown.
15.
Peter Brown getting 15 metres. He hasn't taken full advantage of it. He's kicked a very hurried kick up toward the half-forward zone. Kick on the left foot goes goalward, but he can't control the kick. Just offline. A good attempt, but not quite good enough. So St Kilda now move on to 90 points, which is 9 points in arrears of Melbourne's total of 99. We're 26 minutes now into the third term.
Steve Newport, this is on screen in the back pocket, receiving that pass. Cox, kicked out his opponent there in Wow Jones. It's thumped further afield. Wilson and Burns. Oh, Burns goes down as Cox slung him around the neck. Burns a pretty tough character though, as he got straight up to get on with the game. An object lesson to young players, Burns. He cops him hard, he gets straight up and gets on with the game, as he is on centre wing at the moment, looking for someone to lead, but now he's going for the high one down towards the pocket. Grant sets himself. Hughes punches as good as a kick there. Campbell couldn't get to it. Now it's Jeff Cunningham. He's got it. Nice hand pass to Elphinston. He brings it towards full forward. Grant and Hughes. Hughes doing well now at full back to Kink. Kink swings onto the left foot. Breaks away, gives it to Cronin. Cronin stabs at the goals. Phil Cronin. He's missed. 1 point. Oh, gee, they could have done with that one. The Saints as they move on to 14-7. Trailing Melbourne 15-9.
Well, 14-7 means that for the third term they've kicked 4 goals, 5, Peter. And Melbourne, on the other hand, have kicked 5 goals, 2. So the difference in the kicking for goal in this quarter has been marked. St Kilda have frittered away a few chances from the full-back position. Hughes kicks to the outer side. Players, oops, there could have been a free kick to the umpire there for St Kilda, but the umpire said no. So, from half-back, it's kicked high to the wings position. That was Stretch putting it up high. Whitney, who started the game so well, driving in toward Barker, who's out in front, can't hold the mark though. Line of Melbourne breaking away on the left foot, kicking to the outer side again. Burns tries to get into the act but can't take the mark. It's on the turf. Whitty again gets in there, gets a hand pass out to Narkle. Narkle goes for a short pass and he found a teammate. And was it paid? Bradley Gott's not paid. Play on's the call. Johnson just about threw that one away. Very quickly got rid of it. It looked like it was out of bounds, but the umpire didn't pay it. And now the umpire said a free kick going Melbourne's way.
Yes, it's on half-back flank for Melbourne. This is Steve Newport, or is it Nigel Cole? It's Newport. In fact, they look very alike. It's Steve Newport as he brings it towards centre wing. 2 against 1, and I think the one is one out there. That's Campbell, the ex-Frankston BFA player. Took a bit of a swing after he took that mark, and that's dangerous play because...
It took a bit of a gamble.
Well, he certainly did, Jack, as we see. The umpire could... Sometimes they take them off you for doing that. Over the back. Here's Gary Lyon. Gee, reminds me of Robbie Flower, the way he lopes around the ground. He's got the loose man here. This is danger for St Kilda because Melbourne have got loose men everywhere. Rodney Wright. Will he go for the little chip pass? He does to Batterston. And Adrian Batterston has marked only about 35 to 40 metres out from goal. I thought he was going to give it back to Wright there, but
St Kilda looked a little bit rattled in that passage of football there. They just couldn't get up to the Melbourne players. Lyon coming away from the half-back line, carrying the ball very well, loping along with a long stride, and then eventually got it over to Wright, who found Batterston, but can Batterston finish it off? Melbourne 8 points in front of St Kilda. The time clock has just gone past the 29-minute mark of the third term, and Batterston puts another one in. So Melbourne in the third term go away after Batterston kicks 4 goals. Melbourne 16-9, 105. St Kilda 14-7, 91. You're on 7's big lead.
An excellent game today by Adrian Batterston. He's kicked 4 goals, but he's had 14 kicks. And how many handballs is that, Andrew? He's had 3 handballs. So 14 kicks and 3 handballs. But he's an inspiring little player. That's in some ways little Platten at Johnny Platten at Hawthorn reminds me of Batterston.
Yes, he does it me a little bit too, Pete. Now the ball back in the centre. Jones up high, got the thump down, hasn't gone very far. Thumped away, looked like Batterston again. Chance for Rogers, no. Narkle picks it up, gives it out to Burns. Burns gets it to the half-forward zone. No one home for St Kilda. And Bailey takes the marks for Melbourne on the half-back line. Looking in toward the centre of the ground. He's not too sure as to where to go. Wilson calling for the ball up on centre wing. Bailey going in that direction. Yes, Wilson trying to get himself into position and takes the mark in front of Odgers. So Wilson looking for a short pass now. Into the half-forward flank he goes, finds Richards. Richards on the practice wicket area, which is half-forward flank for Melbourne. Richards about to play on now, looking up for big Peter Moore. The kick won't quite carry, and getting in front is Warren Jones of St Kilda. Jones, don't know why he's going around. He's going very short, isn't he? He's gone just into the half-back flank area.
He finds Peter Brown. Oh, that was good disciplined play down there by Gary Lyon to punch that one away. In they go, Arthur. Whittier's at the bottom of the pack, and the umpire said he made no attempt to get it out, so therefore it's a free kick going to Batterston. But there's the siren to end the third quarter here at the MCG, with Melbourne sneaking away towards the end of the quarter. 16-9, 105, lead St Kilda, 14-7, 91.
On Sevens Big League from the Melbourne Cricket Ground, we see Melbourne leading St Kilda by 14 points. Final quarter going into action now. Moore beaten by the tap at the centre, taken by Cunningham of St Kilda. He loses possession. Burns drives St Kilda forward up to the half-forward line. It travels. Narkle comes through. Can't take it with him. It's on the turf under a pack of players. Cronin appealing for a free kick. But umpire Rowan Saw saying, I'll have it and I'll bounce half-forward for St Kilda. About 50 metres out from goal.
Peter Moore knocks it wide. The Saints would badly want to get the first goal in this quarter to get themselves there. Well, they're not out of it, but just to sneak towards Melbourne a bit. I wouldn't want Melbourne to get the first one. As Jack said, at the moment they're down by 14 points. They went to a 20-point deficit. Would make it very, very difficult. Saw number 31 for St Kilda on screen. That's the ex-Footscray player in Alistair Ford. Now here's a chance for the Saints. Here's little Bradley Gotch. Into the open goal he goes, and he's missed. They needed that one.
I thought he would have got a short one over the top. Gotch would have got a short pass into Grant, who's done so well at full forward for St Kilda from 5 shots, 5 marks and 5 shots. Early in the day he had 5 goals. He missed on his 6th attempt. But now it's only 13 points the difference. Is it unlucky for St Kilda or is it lucky for Melbourne? Up where was Kink, couldn't take the mark. It's been hooked out of the pack. Johnson gets a hand pass back out. Looks like stretched, can't pick it up. Whitty, a promising player for St Kilda, picks up. Kicks it high. Little Bradley Gotch is outgunned there, but he took the mark. He's taken the mark for St Kilda. He'll be looking for a short pass. He finds one too. He finds Cronin. Cronin going into the open goal. This one looks a better shot, but won't carry. No, it's swung away at the last. No, the umpire said it is. Only one behind. See, that had me a bit fooled for a minute. I wasn't sure whether it was through for a goal or a point.
No, I agree, Jack. I did think initially he had hooked the ball, but it started to swing back. But that's 2 valuable misses there for as far as Melbourne are concerned, because St Kilda are doing all the attacking at the moment. Good disciplined play by Gotch, but it's kicked away by Rodney Wright. Out wide it goes. He's looking out there for Stephen Turner against Danny Frawley. Towards the boundary line, Turner's caught with the ball. Over the line it goes, and umpire Ian Robinson, a veteran of umpiring in league football, says that the ball was over the line. The boundary umpire about to throw it in as we see Turner against Frawley. Frawley, they all missed it in fact. Cox has it knocked away by Whitty. There's Gotch against Russell Richards. And once again, the throw-in will take place. The scoreboard at the moment, 105-93. 2 goals exactly the difference in favour of Melbourne.
At quarter time, Melbourne led by 1 point. At half time, Melbourne led by 5 points. In the third term, the lead changed about 6 or 7 times, but then eventually Melbourne got away to a 14-point break over St Kilda. Now St Kilda are trying to come back, but Melbourne defending desperately. Being picked up by Brownlow medalist Peter Moore. Through half-back he travels. Kicks into the centre square. Burns sets himself. They all set himself. But a good mark to Danny Frawley over the top. He's taken it well, looking for somewhere to go. No one there for him. Odgers takes a hand pass eventually. Kink does the leading. Kink takes the mark. Oh, he dropped the mark. Should have taken it. Bailey caught in possession. Here's a chance for Melbourne to get it forward now. The hand pass came out from Stretch. Stretch recovers himself and now gets it down to the half-forward zone. Taken by Grinter. Grinter's got Fidge all by himself. Grinter should give it to him. He does now. And a mark taken by Ted Fidge in the goal square. Fidge trying to break away to have the shot at goal. Will now go back and take the shot from out of the square. That mark dropped by Rene Kink. He should have taken it. It was an easy mark to take. It was all by himself. St Kilda could have been an attack, and now the difference is Fidge taking a shot from the goal square for Melbourne.
There's the kick. by Teddy Fidge, and it's a goal to Melbourne. That's his second, Ted Fidge, and the Demons move further in front. 17-9, 111 Melbourne to St Kilda 14-9-93.
Yes, that was bad luck for St Kilda, bad mistake by an experienced player in King, with no pressure on him whatsoever. Anyhow, the story's on the board now. 1-1-1 playing 93. Now St Kilda still have oodles of time if they're good enough. So if they can get it away to their goals quickly and get a couple of quick goals, Pete, they're right back in business.
I think I said Ted Fidge has kicked 2. It should be 3.
Right. Got a chance now. The ball about to be driven down by Newport. No. Narkle gets it out to Cronin. Cronin over to Cunningham. Cunningham coming back. Walking shadows. Gets a hand pass into Big Jones. Jones kicks high. Underneath it is Danny Hughes of Melbourne. Out in front and takes the mark.
Well, Hughes has got on top of Grant. He was cutting Regolo to pieces early in the game. As you said, he kicked by a beautiful smother by Grant. Beautiful smother, but Hughes is a very tenacious defender. There's Darryl Burke. Taken away by Barker. Now, what will the umpire say? Play on as Danny Hughes streaks out of defence. Kicks it long. A beautiful kick. Over the back is Russell Richards. There's Odgers going for a flying kick out wide. A one-out duel. Stephen Stretch with a ton of pace there. Chance for McConville. He goes in after 2. Stretch is there also. It's on Melbourne's half-forward line. And umpire Rowan Saws will come in and bounce it. Both umpires, Saws and Robinson, done an excellent job today, as you would expect from experienced umpires.
On the half-forward line for Melbourne, the ball is in that position. A hurried kick by Burns, straight up in the air, and an easy mark to Batterston. Batterston is actually kicked backwards to finds Peter Moore. Kink comes on the scene. Moore thought of a hand pass. Now elects to kick into the half-forward zone. It's up high. It's on the turf. It's been picked up. Looks like Grinter got a hand pass out. Yes, Grinter got it out. Taken by Rodney Wright. Has plenty of time to get balanced. The kick is not a good one. It goes up in the air. Eventually knocked away toward Wilson. Wilson coming on the scene now. Has time to get balanced and kick in towards Grinter. And he finds that player. So Grinter only about 35 to 40 metres out from goal. If he kicks accurately, he could just about put the last nail in the coffin for St Kilda.
Well, Brian Wilson's done a couple of beautiful things today. He's back in form today after an ordinary game last week. And when he uses that ball, he's a much better player, Jack, instead of trying to play the field. And he's given away a number of goals today with his unselfish play. As we see Grinter having a flying pot shot at the goals. Doesn't make the distance. Oh, that's deliberate. That is deliberate. Yes. Bad play, Peter McConville. He deliberately went for the boundary line. I called it straight away, and umpire Saws was right onto that one, and the free kick will go to Russell Richards.
Well, it's going to take a good shot to kick it from there, but if he wants to run around, he can. There he goes now. He opens up the angle. He's kicked it. That's a good goal. Kicked by Russell Richards after a bad mistake by Peter McConville. Well, he has now kicked 2, 18-9 to 14-9, so 4 goals the difference now. And halfway through the third quarter, it was anybody's game, but Melbourne have fought back, Peter, as they did last week against Richmond.
Yes, and this guy on screen, Russell Richards, is the type of player that can do some miraculous things. That was a nice shot for goal from the boundary line, but he's got tremendous pace. He can do those explosive things that can lift the side. But St Kilda in all sorts of trouble now. 4 goals down. We've been playing almost 8 minutes in this final quarter, and I don't think they're playing well enough.
Melbourne, a chance to go further forward as Moore taps it down. A chance for Cunningham, tries to barge his way through the pack, gives it out to Cronin. St Kilda haven't finished yet. A hand pass to Narkle. Narkle in toward the goals. Can't find anybody though. It's a chance still for St Kilda if they can gain possession, but they can't. After a few hand passes, little Bradley Gotch picks up. Can't get it out of the pack. It's been hurriedly kicked toward the boundary line by Fidge. Picked up by Peter Budge. He goes toward the goal. It won't carry the distance. It's up high. It's on the turf. It's tapped through by Bailey. One behind us, St Kilda.
Yes, Brett Bailey wasn't going to muck around there. Jack said he tapped it through, and 94 now plays 117 in favour of the Demons as the ball is brought out from... well, there was bad defensive skills there by St Kilda as the hand pass comes out to Teddy Fidge. That was from Nigel Cole towards centre wing. Oh, Turner cops one high around the shoulders. Up by Robinson right onto that one, and Steve Turner, the West Australian recruit, goes for the long kick, and he can certainly boot a ball up towards... Oh, the big leap was up there for Melbourne by and Grinter couldn't take the mark, and eventually the ball is forced over the line.
Melbourne doing the attacking now from their half-forward line on the members' side of the ground. Have a nice lead. 23 points they lead by. Jones tries to thump it down. Can't do it. Burns gets it. Comes out of the pack. Where's he gone? He's gone looking for Barker. No, it's not Barker at all. It's a teammate looking much like Barker and Ford. His kick not a good one, and the mark has been taken in defence by Cole. Cole's hand pass, not a good one. Kink comes on the scene. Now he should be strong enough to get them out of the way. Yes, he is. Kink's got a chance here. If they could get Bailey off Kink's back, there'd be a real chance. Hand pass from Kink to Cronin. Cronin into the open goal. He puts it on its way. It's a goal to St Kilda's Cronin. Good team play from Renee Kink and Phil Cronin on that occasion to bring up the goal. So St Kilda not finished like I said. They now trail by 17 points to Melbourne on 7's big lead.
Yes, beautiful goal to Cronin. Lovely play by Renee Kink there. Full marks to the big fella. He looked pretty tired as he charged after that one, but he gave that little bit of effort, that last-ditch effort to hook it over the back. Cronin was running fast and a beautifully delivered kick straight through the centre.
Only 10 and a quarter minutes gone in the final term. 17 points between the teams. Can St Kilda come back? We thought they were gone, but are they?
Well, you never know in this game. It's so unpredictable as we see Wilson off the side of the boot looking down for Cox. Darryl Cox takes a very, very nice mark at centre-half forward. Now Grinter's calling for a long kick. It's going to drop short. Who's there? The only one there is Peter McConville, the ever reliable in that last line of defence.
McConville looking for somewhere to go, coming to the members' side, looking for Elphinstone. Elphinstone, oh, nearly pushed out of that, I thought. Umpire calls play on. He's playing the advantage rule here. Where are they going to go? The hand pass from Burns, not a good one. His interceptions come down from the Melbourne defenders. Looked like Bailey moved it on. That's a free kick. Never I've seen one. That was bad football from Stephen Stretch, giving away the free kick to Odgers. Odgers looking for and finding Kink. Kink can get the ball moving. He's got a couple of leads. Whitty's been placed up on the full forward zone. There's Lyon of Melbourne taking the mark. Gary Lyon looking for and finding a teammate in Newport or Moore. They're both there. And Peter Moore takes his mark on the half-back line. Melbourne doing it fairly easily. Newport has it for Melbourne now after the hand pass. Coming down to the big fella in Turner, who's taken the mark on centre wing. He can get a hand pass working if he wishes, but elects to kick down toward Fidge. Fidge is down there, can't take the mark. With another opportunity existing for Whitty, and the umpire said a boundary throw in.
Yes, and Whitty in the first quarter looked most impressive. A very tall player. Not a lot of meat on him, but it's a promising player for the future for the Saints, and they've got to keep flooding young players in their local zone, and hopefully a few of them will turn out star players, because although they're experienced players from other clubs are doing a pretty good job, you've got to have that local content coming through the club. As we see the ball on half-forward flank. This is for Melbourne, of course, as Grant was held then. Yes, David Grant, was it? Or was it against him?
No, it's his, I think. The umpire...
Well, he's been shifted from full forward. That's interesting. He kicked 5 goals early, David Grant, as he brings it up towards the centre of the ground. Kink from behind. Punches it away. Good play, Renee Kink. Over to Bradley Gotch. Gotch gets flattened as he kicks that one out wide. Rodney Wright against Jeff Cunningham. Now it's to Rodney Grinter. Oh, he gets bundled out of the way. Grinter goes in after it again. Over to Brian Wilson. It's a free kick, though. The ball's being brought back to Burns. And Greg Burns is on half-back flank. He's got the loose man out wide, and he finds him in Mark Gamble.
Gamble coming up the wing position. I noticed they put Manning at full forward, St Kilda, but Melbourne are going to turn them out again into the half-forward zone. Fidge stands his ground, can't take the mark. Within 30 metres of the Melbourne goal, the action's taking place. In there is Turner trying to get it out. The umpire's now sounded the whistle, and a bounce will take place 15 metres out from Melbourne's goal. With the time clock getting around toward the 13.5-minute mark of the final term, Big Jones went for the thump. The umpire said he was held, and he will take the free kick. So they can take the pressure off the St Kilda defenders now. The kick was too long for little Bradley Gotch. The felt a little bit taller might have got there, but it was a little bit high for Gotch, though I didn't seem to put much effort into it. Boundary throw in from the forward pocket for Melbourne, with big thump coming out, picked up by Wilson. He's hooked it too far, and it's out of bounds on the full. No, it's not. It's through for one behind, I think.
Well, the umpire might be giving him another kick here, because he's going now to confer with the goal umpire, unless he's saying, are you sure that was a point?
I thought it went out of bounds on the full.
Now, that's interesting. I reckon that... I think that goal umpire was going to pay that a point, wasn't he, Jack?
He was going to pay it a point,
and the field umpire talked him into saying it was out of bounds.
Well, I thought it was out of bounds on the full, but when I saw the umpire make an indication it was a point, I wondered what was going on. But anyhow, we're back to the action once again. Pretty hard pointer to find now it's all over, but umpire Rowan Saws with the ball on the half-forward line for Melbourne on the members' side. Richards doing the ruck work against Whitty. In there was Elphinstone, grabbed a bit high for mine, the umpire didn't see it. Peter Budge gets it up high towards Kink, who thumps the ball to turf, thumped out by Batterston. Here's a chance for Stephen Stretch of Melbourne. He's picking up nicely, swings back into the half-forward zone. A good kick brings it down to the full-forward position. It's up high off the hands of the players. Whitty hooks it back, picked up by Grinter, and I think it's there. A good left-foot shot by Grinter, a great goal. The left-foot stabber goal by Rodney Grinter. Melbourne moved to 19-9, 1-2-3. St Kilda 15-10, 100.
Yes, and Melbourne's edge in skill and edge in pace is starting to show now towards the latter stages of this game. 19-9 plays 15-10, and St Kilda have tried particularly hard, but they just lack that necessary ability to keep the pressure on Melbourne for the whole game.
At the centre bounce, the ball being put down. St Kilda really have the job in front of them now. They need 4 goals to catch up. Burns tries to thump it down. Wilson was in there. No one gets it out. Eventually gets hurried out of the pack. Bailey doing a good job down there. Gets hurried out by Peter Budge. It's a chance. Oh, Kink got the fumbles again. He goes goal with a good kick. It's in. Is it a goal? No, it's off target. Only one behind. They wanted that one, Pete.
It certainly did. That's where they have any chance, they've got to score quick goals, and that's one they needed at the 16-minute mark of this final quarter. Danny Hughes has done a great job since going back to full-back. I think that's his best position as he brings it towards Peter Moore, who knocks it over the top. That's good football as he gets it to Bailey. Bailey out wide to Stretch. Stretch gets a bad bounce, but almost gave up the ghost then, which you shouldn't do, as it grabbed by... Oh, he's run into a brick wall, Kink. Has finally kicked it away as Whitty towards half-forward. Peter Moore couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance for Robert Elphinstone. He's got an open goal, but he elects to hook it across to Manning. Up he goes. Levelly played, Andrew Manning.
He used his body well.
That's exactly right. Hughes saying he was interfered with, but that was beautiful use of the body by Andrew Manning.
I noticed before Manning had been placed up to the full-forward position. He has kicked 2 goals so far. St Kilda run out of it, you know, Peter, if he puts this one through, which he should from 15 metres out. Let's see what he does. Manning puts it on its way. It's a goal for mine. The umpire indicates a St Kilda goal. So now it's 1:07, playing 1-2-3. Plenty of time for St Kilda if the young Saints are good enough.
Well, that's a handy one because that's livened up the game a bit, as you said, Jack. That's what's that? They only need 3 goals and they're in front. So the time is there. What's that? 17 minutes gone in this final quarter. They need a quick goal now, and then that'll liven up the whole side if they can get it away from the centre bounce and down to their forwards. Well,
I won't mind if they kick a goal quickly because it'll certainly bring the game to life. Not that it's been a dull game. It's been quite entertaining. But Wilson's a chance for Melbourne to move it forward. He does with a good kick, and Fidge is there. Can't trap it, though. It runs past everyone. Into the back pocket it travels. Who's got... Oh, could have been a free kick against Richards. He did. He gave away a free kick. And the free kick will be taken by Gamble.
Yes, Mark Gamble, and the umpires hardly missed a thing. On that occasion, it was Bowen Saws right onto that one, in the back to Gamble. Long kick, up towards the half-back line. 2 Melbourne players contested against each other. It's grabbed by Newport, onto the left foot, down towards half-forward. There's Teddy Fidge crashing his way through, but it comes to Nartle. He can't control it. Now he does. He handballs it away in front. He should have given it to his teammate. Oh, well played, Joffa Cunningham. This might be what they need. Cunningham should head for home as he goes long, right up towards full forward. Who's there? Little Gotch had to compete against 2 Melbourne players. No tall timber there, and Danny Hughes took an easy mark.
Well, he's turned them out. Wilson a chance to take the mark. Barker comes on the scene. Should have been a free kick, but the umpires played the possession rule. So it's Campbell coming away for Melbourne, down to the half-forward zone, and Peter Moore taking the mark for Melbourne. Looking into the half-forward zone. Could be a chance for Rogers. Can't take the mark. He recovers very well, though. Got a hand pass back. Now, can they get the ball away? Grant gives a hand pass back upfield to big Warren Jones. Jones into the centre. Travels, finds a teammate too. Pete, can St Kilda get a goal?
Oh, this is Trevor Barker coming away with the football as he gets... No, it wasn't Barker, I think it was Brown. As he gets it up towards the half-forward line. Here's Manning. He gets it back to Kink. Kink sprints around onto the left foot. He hooks it back towards full forward. He's looking up there for Alphonston. Pumped away from them by the Melbourne defender in stretch. And here come the Demons. Here's Alan Johnson with his touch of pace down towards full forward.
Done.
Beautifully taken away there by Denny Frawley as the Melbourne player Turner waited back for that one. But Frawley with too much pace took the mark. He kicks it long. Up towards half forward. Alphonston waits behind. He can't get it. Melbourne a little bit more desperate there. Now it's Gotch. A clever hand pass as he gets it out towards Trevor Barker. It was Barker originally who kicked that one. Up towards Peter Moore. They're holding firm, that Melbourne defence. He goes across goal. Comes back to Hughes from Bailey. Hughes right in the goal square. This is danger, but a good mark has been taken there by Rodney Wright.
Yes, would have been in the back had he not taken the mark, I feel. St Kilda just can't get that goal that they need to try and bridge the gap. Right. Wright and Cunningham having a little bit of a to-do out there, but Bailey playing well for Melbourne, about to clear. He's using a hand pass to keep Melbourne in control of the ball, and Richards with a long hand pass further afield gives it down to Newport. Newport into the forward pocket with Big Turner standing his ground, but a nudge in the back on that occasion. Here's a chance for Melbourne.
Yes, there's the flying shot at the goals by Grinter, and he's kicked it. Yes, it's a goal.
Well, they certainly combined well for that one, Peter. Melbourne 12 goals, 9, 129. Good kicking for goal. St Kilda 16 goals, 11, 107. And we're nearly 21 minutes into the final term on Sevens Big League.
2 goals to Rodney Grinter, and I think that's the end of the penny sections now. There is time, but they're just finding it hard up on that forward line to break through, where that Melbourne defence has played very good football in this past 10 minutes or so.
At the centre bounce once again. Moore not favoured by the bounce, taken by Jones. He tries to find a rover, can't do so. Moore tries to break away, but the umpire said another bounce. Time clock showing we're approaching the 21.5-minute mark of the final term, and St Kilda with a handy lead of 22 points. Melbourne with a handy lead of 22 points over St Kilda. Jones taps it down. Burns tried to take it on the way through and did well to get it that far. It's still in that pack of players. Eventually sock it out. Look at Burns fighting for possession. He's a real terrier. Couldn't gain possession, no. Good play by Stretch of Melbourne. There's a chance for a goal. The goals are open. He's coming in toward them, but he's off target. I think, yes, off target. Did it well, though. Brought it right down from the centre wing, and the kick was just a shade off target. And there could have been another Melbourne goal. I noticed a change being made for St Kilda's bench there. But they're coming in from the full-back position. Melbourne still a chance to score, but Burns is there. He's going to turn the way with a short kick to Warren Jones.
Yes, and wow, Jones. A little short hand pass over to Peter Budge. Oh, good attempt by Peter Moore to catch him. Oh, Narkle nearly took a ripper. Can't get away with the football as the seconds are ticking away here at the MCG. In fact, 22.5 minutes have gone in this final quarter. 20 goals, 10 Melbourne to St Kilda 16-11.
On the half-forward flank in front of the member stand, umpire Rowan Saws puts it down. Kink does battle with Moore. They hold each other out. Moore eventually gains the tap, but John Peter Budge puts it up into the forward pocket, and it's thumped over the boundary line by Hughes.
It's made a difference since he went to full-back.
Yes, it has. Young Manning there on screen is a young player who's gone to full forward for St Kilda. Now Moore opposing Kink. There's a chance for Narkle, got it out, but the Melbourne defence has stood pretty firm, Peter, hasn't it?
Yes, they've done well as we see the ball thumped away there by Peter Budge, grabbed by Alan Johnson as he rides that one into play. Big wow, went for the diving slips catch, and he couldn't take it, and it went over the line on out of bounds on centre wing. There he is, ex-Carlton ruckman, good honest toiler, Warren Jones, as he is in there to do the ruck work. Good use of the body. Daddy Frawley has the ball smothered. Good play by Peter Budge as he gets the hand pass in, but they're just that little bit slower than Melbourne in getting their handball going, and Melbourne a little bit too quick.
Yes, early in the day, the kicking for goal favoured St Kilda. They had 10 goals too to their credit, but now they've kicked themselves out of it, 16 goals, 11. But Melbourne has appeared to be the better side after half-time. Hurriedly kicked on by Peter Budge, but it's going to go over the boundary line again because Burke, the defender for Melbourne, made sure that that's where it was going to finish. There's the time ticking away. We're nearly 24 minutes into the final term. St Kilda into attack, but they can't get much further than half forward. Picked up by Wilson, and toward the centre he goes, and the mark taken by Cunningham of St Kilda. He'll be looking for somewhere. It's very congested up on St Kilda's half-forward line. He's gone for a hand pass. There's a chance for St Kilda. No, the hand pass goes astray. It was meant for Kink. It was taken by Bailey of Melbourne. Warren Jones comes through, looks for a hand pass again. St Kilda fiddling around across the half-forward line, not getting any depth in their attack at all. Another chance goes astray. The Melbourne defence stands up, but the umpire said a free kick will be played the way of St Kilda's Gary Hodges.
Hodges, a real honest player. Oh, and he's found his teammate there in little Bradley Gotts, nearly dropped that one. He's in the forward pocket, maybe a little bit too far out with that breeze swirling around. He is a great kick though, normally Bradley Gotts. Let's see what he does with this one. A high ball, floating, and through for 1 point. So St Kilda have wasted a few opportunities in the past 10 minutes. They move on to 108. That's 16-12, 108, trailing Melbourne 20-10, 130. We're into the time on period by 13 seconds in this final quarter.
Oh, that was a bit of an infringement back behind play there. The umpire hasn't made any penalty. Fidge beaten by the bounce, picked up by Barker. Barker looking for a teammate, and he's found one too. It's at half forward where the shot's going to be taken. Is that Elphinstone? Certainly looks like him. He's at half forward. He seemed out of position to me up there at the half forward line. Robert Elphinstone from half forward with this drop punt attempt, not quite making the grade. It's a little bit off target, but the mark has been taken just out of the goal square.
Not one St Kilda player even contested that, or was within 20 metres of it, which is poor play. As we see the ball being brought out towards Newport. Newport's got a paddock to run in. 2 bounces. Will he have another one? Yes, 3. What's he going to do now? He's going to try and chip it back towards full forward. Who's there? Batterston was there. Over the back is Frawley. He knocks it in a typical defender's motion straight to the boundary line, over the line out of bounds.
Peter, since half-time, St Kilda have kicked 6 goals, 10. And Melbourne have added 10 goals, 3. So they've been kicking much straighter than St Kilda. Boundary thrown in Melbourne's forward pocket position. Tap down, past Narkle. It's going to run toward the boundary line again. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's where it'll finish. Alan Johnson was making sure of that. And we'll see a boundary throw-in taking place once again on Melbourne's, or still in Melbourne's forward pocket virtually. So big Warren Jones will do the ruck work here against Cox. Cox had the front berth, took possession, couldn't get a kick in. Narkle comes in to do the tackling against Grinter. Grinter holding the ball, the umpire said, but St Kilda need the ball up in their forward pocket, not in the back pocket where it is now.
Peter Brown takes the mark, half-back flank. Shocking kick. An absolute shocker has let Melbourne in. Batterston, pops one around the neck. Play on, said the umpire. Darryl Cox has got it. A low pass out wide. Frawley. He's done well, Jack.
He has.
He's played an excellent game, Danny Frawley, and once again he chipped in, and Gamble better watch it, and geez, that stupid play, isn't it?
Yeah, so there was a little, I think one got slipped in there before when Frawley was on the ground, and I think the St Kilda players came in to defend him.
27.5 minutes gone, and that sort of rubbish is going on, honestly. When the bloke's taken a good mark, why not let him have his kick?
I agree entirely, Pete. It's not the best time in the match to get reported, is it? The kick from Frawley going up toward the wing position. Picked up, no. Fidge trying to get it out. Eventually he does so, taken by Moore. Moore drives into the forward pocket where Grinter's going to set himself, but he can't get into the action, and the mark has been taken there by Peter McConville. He brings it away from the back line up, but it's mark taken by Stretch in Melbourne, where he can hand pass on to Brian Wilson.
He shows a lot of potential. He's got great pace and got a touch of brilliance, and he reads the play well, Jack.
Yes, he's played well. We've seen him 2 weeks now. He does quite well. And that just proves he can kick all right too. The umpire said a free kick going Melbourne's way, is it? It's only 20 metres out from their goal. Umpire Ian Robinson
holding,
indicating a free kick going Melbourne's way, and it will be paid to big Stephen Turner. So this will certainly put the nail in the coffin if they hadn't already done so. 130 playing 108, and Turner about 20 metres out from goal. We saw him kick a great goal last week, a beautiful long goal. Alan Johnson doing some stretching exercises there. We reckon he hurt his groin last week, and it's possibly what's giving him trouble at present. Turner from virtually point-blank range. Kicks it through the centre. Melbourne kick their 21st goal for the game. 21 goals, 10, 136 have defeated St Kilda, 16-12, 108.